Hi there. Kept you waiting, huh? So, can you guys hear me fine? How's the audio? Guess I haven't streamed in a really long time. Just didn't have the chance, I guess. But we're finally here. Back with another Warriors then. Amazing. Hello there, Zeus. Long time no see. Miss you too. Audio's good. Alright, thank you. We're getting another Virtuosa slash Afera character. Probably. Probably. Alright, so as you can see, Warriors then begins pretty soon. In the meantime, we still have a few minutes. We got like a bit of time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up with predictions for what the moveset is gonna be. And then we are either going to be happy about it or truly disappointed. I want to give my take on the character, but I'll just sound like a redditor. Now, this is a free space. You can say what you want. Why does her face look so cartoony? Cartoony. Fake. Yeah. This has been said multiple times before. She just looks like an OC type character. Like, this face does not seem like a For Honor face. You know what I mean? Like, the whole body, the armor, looks fine. Because it's like, it's got like, you can see here, it's got like the fur, the arm side plates, the tattoos, very For Honor-ish. But then the face, it's like, what game is this? Even the weapon is fine, because it's like relatively simple looking, and it's really thick, right? It's really big. And like, that's just how For Honor weapons tend to be. They're like kind of big for, what they actually are. Because I guess they want to have like cool, brand new silhouettes that don't already exist in the game. The face just ruins the whole flow. That's the problem. And even the armor itself ain't all that. Like, it's very... Okay, she's like... I don't want to say half naked, but... she's not exactly wearing a lot. And like, okay, for a martial artist type character, what's the weapon called? Donfas or something? I get it. I get what they're trying to go with. It's just not... It's not it. Okay? The game is Concord. Hey there, Culture Shock. Is the music too loud, or... Hello, hello? Nah, it should be fine. Alright, so like 40 minutes. We got 40 minutes to chill. Catch up, maybe? Yeah, it's all about the customization in the end. Because like, if all the helmets look like this, or like some variation of this, it's over. I was hoping she was gonna look like some cute tomboy girl fighter, but she looks like one of those trolls, you know what I mean? Music is fine, voice is a little bit low. Alright. Yeah, it's on max, so... Alright, so let's begin with the predictions. In case you didn't know, I have a whole video on this. Not exactly the Dawnfast. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. We go here to playlists, hero concepts, start, and we go to martial artist. Now keep in mind that this video is 1 year old, and let's just say that if I were to remake this video today, the character would be a lot more interesting, intricate than it is here. This is more just like a proof of concept. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like theater mode. Even though the weapon isn't exactly just like gauntlets, you know, she's still punching the Orochi in the trailer. I feel like the overall gimmick and the flow and the speed of everything should be relatively the same. So, you know, let's come up with ideas. My take originally was always like, okay, so you got like basic punches, good speed, low damage. And it's low damage because it's meant to be like so on your face. Very quick, you know, never stops. Very like combo oriented, very momentum based. You know, like soft feints, heavy to heavy from a different side, you know, like punching you against the wall like she's Yorm or something, and then, you know, getting another heavy attack and like big ass uppercut like this. Actually, she does do this in the trailer, so we'll see. Then you got the kicks, of course. My idea was to do like a zone type kick, because, you know, it's like your one AoE. Then again, she's using an actual weapon, so it doesn't have to be exactly like this. But like, here's your kick. Oh yeah, then like these like yeah, this like sweep type attack. You see like in Street Fighter games. Again, if I were to remake this video today, it'd be different. I promise. Because since then I've come up with like more ideas to make this even better, but I guess we're just gonna have to see. Unique dodge, yeah. Double dodge like Shinobi, but like without the teleporting. Type shit. So, what are your ideas? People are acting surprised that the hero of the season is a woman. I mean, people are not surprised, they're just tired. Why should it be a guy? I mean, I'm not saying it should be a guy, but you know, at the end of the day, the community is like 90-something% male, so you gotta take in mind your target audience. Is it unfair on the, you know, 1% of women playing For Honor? Yeah, but who is the game for? Like, who's actually spending money on this? Will it be an assassin? Yeah, probably, right? I mean, she was literally in the trailer, inside a building, sneaking up and, like, 1v1ing this Orochi. So, in the middle of the night. And the Dawnfast are like really small weapons. It's not like a big ass spear, So, probably an assassin. Infinite chain? Yeah. Alright, let's begin. Wait. Do we want to say, like... Alright, let's just do it. That's one. Infinite chain? Very likely. So, like, okay, do you guys want me to write these things in red or green, depending on if it's a good thing or a bad thing? If we think it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing? How about we just stop general locking? Money. Undodgeable pin. Undodgeable pin? I don't think so. It would be hilarious if she's a hybrid. Yeah. Yeah. She's a hybrid of what? Two assassins? In-chain bashes. I mean... the sky is blue. Grab, multi-hit like Kyoshin. That's cool. We can mark that. Heavy to heavy soft paint? You know it. Damn it. That's a good one. Hyper armor. Okay, don't try and be so generic. Try and come up with, like, something a bit more unique. Okay, like, you can't just say, like, oh, this property, okay? No, try and be creative. I'm gonna say, personal take, unique dodge gimmick, okay? Just me. I'd like this. And, okay, let's do it. These are things that we want the hero to have to be, like, distinct and special. Okay? Like, how should this hero play, in your opinion? What kind of things, moves should it have? You can say animations. But, like, what kind of gameplay is it going to be? What if her attacks have different effects depending on what side she uses them from? Oh, she uses the tonfa. Can you elaborate on that? Flying knee, rushing, running bash. Alright. And also, I'm keeping the infinite chain, even though it's a bit generic, because I feel like a character like this should have an infinite chain. You know, like 2 weapons, very quick attacks, you know, close range, infinite chain, I'd say. Stance or endurance press hold mechanic to change Tonfa's grip. Okay. It's gotta be like... By the way, this means like a whole like stance switch gimmick. I'm not saying... So like, how do I explain this? If you do light and heavy, and all that changes is the animations of how she's holding it, no, bad. If you enter a stance deliberately to access, grip the weapons differently, that's what this means. That's the grip switch, okay? In and out boxing? What do you mean? Hey Slanders, love your videos. Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate it. You can use the Tonfa in a way that blocks your forearms, or you can turn it again to gain some range. So, like, are you saying that she wouldn't be able to block if she's got the range? Okay, people are saying a lot of Magi. Okay, let's add Magi to this. Probably a deflect. Yeah. Deflect that throws you on the ground with chained heavy. Okay, let's say just like... Okay, let's just say throws. Superior block into counter. Do you mean like crushing counter? Or a full block? What do you mean? More grabs. Okay, let's just say like... Let's just say... Grab... Merchant. Sense old mechanic. Like, after an attack, she can grab you. Okay, that goes in... I know what you mean. That goes in grab merchant. Unique GB punish. Yeah, let's add that. Again, kind of goes into the grab merchant category, but whatever. Hands-on expert. Sure. Not quite a crushing counter, but something like Valkyrie. Okay, so like a superior block dodge deflect. Can we get something a bit more unique than that? Do I change this to be like moveset wishlist? Or do you feel like moveset predictions would be fine? Trap mechanic. Trap mechanic. How? How would she do that? Return of stunning dabs? Yo, low-key? Fine. I'll add, stunning dab. Just because, like, the way she was doing that Orochi in the trailer, like, okay, so let's be serious. If this character doesn't have like a stunning attack of any kind, the game sucks. Okay? Are we clear? What if her infinite light chain had to be left, right, left, right, left, right? Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, let's add it to the infinite chain. That makes it more unique. Because, like, that's kind of what I was doing in my video too, right? Oh no, I was coming up with, like, the double tap thing. The heavies were the infinite one, I believe. Bash kick, that's too obvious. Trap mechanic bin. Okay, but like the knock you down after a dodge superior block, that's like deflect. That's this thing. That's deflect that rose enemy. That's basically the same thing. On the trailer description, she's called the Firecracker, so maybe a feat like JJ's Firecrackers? Yeah, I don't know about that. He's not even Chinese. If anything, that'd be a Chinese hero. Move where she gets a new haircut. Oh fuck. Hold up. Coolest shit in the universe. Ducking mechanic. Oh, and I guess we'll add this to the unique dodge gimmick. Yeah. So, like, I've been thinking about ducking in this game. And maybe you just press the dodge button without any dodge input, any movement input, and then your character would duck. And it's like, it's able to avoid attacks that come from the left and right, but not top. You know what I mean? Like, top attacks would still hit you, but like, attacks that are left and right wouldn't. And then you'd be able to, like, an uppercut out of that ducking motion. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be awesome. Just my opinion. But yeah. What if she can block with her offhand while attacking? So like a crushing counter? What if she can block with her offhand while attacking, while you can only interrupt her from the attacking side as a ganker? Okay, so like, you're saying that the superior or the blocking frames are maintained throughout the attack itself. That's something that I would like to see more in a hero like Warlord, but I guess we can add that. How do I even write this? That's good enough. That's pretty cool. That should be more of a thing in this game, if I'm gonna be honest. Boxer stance, which brings ducking, which has some virtuosa elements in it. Yeah, I feel like we can add that to the unique dodge gimmick. I'll keep it in mind. Yeah, it's more of a wish list. Let's change this. This is straight up a wish list. Yeah. You're right. And if the hero isn't like this, then it sucks. Thank you for your videos. Hey, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. She can turn you around and disorientate you when she grabs you. Then let's add... Wait, let me read that again. Yeah. So like a disorientating mechanic of any kind. Like maybe not exactly stun, but wouldn't it be cool if she like... Alright, here comes yet another unique mechanic. She can like kick your legs, because that's a thing you do in MMA, in kickboxing. And if, you know, your legs start taking damage, because she's just doing like lower leg kicks, right? And if she does that like twice or 3 times, your legs just take so much accumulated damage that you're just unable to dodge, or maybe you don't have iframes when you dodge anymore. Or maybe your dodge distance and walking distance is reduced. Wouldn't that be just so fucking awesome as a concept for a martial artist like this? Like she legs, because it's so realistic, right? Doing leg kicks and like taking away your mobility, and then like punching you in the gut, so she takes away your stamina, and then she punches you in the head and takes away your like, you know, disorientates you, just like in a real fight. Dude, come on. Alright, we got like 15 minutes. Concussion, yeah. You gain the old assassin reflex. You're cooking here? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If I were to make that video about, like, the martial artist character in this day and age, I'd do so much more. Can we talk executions? Okay, yeah. Let's add, like, let's add, like... execution stab. Damn it. Right below. So. Charge heavy, that gives the stunning or disorientating mechanic. Alright, let's do like... big ass wind up knockdown punch. Which, by the way, that's word for word what I had in my video. Just like this big ass type uppercut move. And if you're out of stamina, it would knock you down to the floor because you're out of stamina. Just like Yorm, actually. Slap with both Donphas that destroys the head. What, like, discombobulate? You can stop at big ass, bro. Chargeable to unblockable heavies. Yeah, like that. Dude called Hat, can you elaborate on that? Like, how would you disarm the enemy? Like, what do you mean disarm? You know, I think we've got a pretty good list. This is a pretty good bingo. I mean, it's not bingo, but... Let me read this. Infinite chain, left and right repeat. That's cool. Grab, multi-hit. Yeah. Heavy to heavy soft feint. Has to happen. And I mean, like, you know... Or maybe it's like a left to right or right to left type soft feint. You know, something like that. Unique dodge gimmick. Has to happen. I mean... Doesn't have to happen, but... if it doesn't happen, then it's gonna be a big disappointment, because... This is meant to be a mobility-based hero, right? Like, you know, close range, tries to get close to you, tries to move between enemies in teamfights, because if not, then how the fuck is she gonna do anything? So she has to have this. Come on. Flying knee, running bash. Yeah, I guess. Grip switch gimmick. I'm not all too invested on that, but I'd like that. Deflect that throws enemies, I guess. Grab merchant. Yeah, something like cool grabs would be appropriate. Unique GB punish, again, grab merchant. Stunning tap has to happen, like some kind of disorientating move. Attacks while blocking. Honestly, whatever. I don't think this one has to happen at all. But big ass wind up knockdown punch, yeah, has to happen. Color code, where it keeps it where some are essential and some are optional. What? Taking away someone's guard is asking them, the guy losing the guard, to just stand there and die when getting ganked. True. True. Bash into bash. I mean, okay, listen, let's not do like generic just properties like that. Grab or bonk, that takes away your ability to see color for a moment. Oh. So you can't see who's friendly or enemy. I mean, that goes into the disorientating gimmick, doesn't it? Undodgeable bash as opener. True, true. Female Kyoshin hero skin. Isn't the point of Kyoshin that it's already like both? It's like, it's 2021 and we have gender locked heroes. What do we do? Oh, I know, let's make Kyoshin. He's both male and female. That counts. I don't think having a hero that is able to disarm opponents is healthy for the game. I mean, if it's something like temporary, like, you know, punches you in the head, your legs get shaky, or you get shaky, and then like you take double block damage or triple block damage. You know what I mean? Or maybe your guard becomes, like, instead of normal block, it becomes inferior block, like Duran's. There's so much shit you can do in this game, it's crazy. There's so much you can do for Honor, it's insane. Anything that fixes that hair. Alright, 7 minutes. Time passes pretty quick when you're having fun, huh? You're coping if you think they'll add a new mechanic. These aren't exactly new mechanics. Also, they do add new mechanics. What are you talking about? Jurn has new mechanics. I mean, kind of. Virtuosa has a new mechanic. Sohei has a new mechanic. I guess even Katoon, if you want to count like the running deflect stance. That's not exactly a new mechanic, but it's close. But the last couple of heroes have been very different, haven't they? Type of stance while holding the dodge button in combat. Well, what would it do? Like, does that fall into the dodge gimmick? Or, like, does it do something different? Slander, they're gonna make a shitty patch for Warden, Shugoki, and other base heroes, I guarantee it. If they do, I feel like it wouldn't be shitty. Unless they give Warden a dodge attack. That'd be crazy. So he was unique. Everyone after that was just applying existing mechanics. Okay, but like, you know, Jurn, for example. Okay, no, let's say Virtuosa. I count it as a new mechanic because, yes, it's just iframes technically, but the way it makes you play the game is completely different. So it counts as a new mechanic. Because you can't just, like, attack her, right? Like, say what you will about Virtuosa being annoying. Yes, she was designed to be annoying. But at least it makes you play the game differently to everybody else. Because, like, you can't just, like, attack her like normal. Which might be the reason that people don't like her, because they actually have to, like, think about what they're gonna throw. And, like, it's different, so it messes up with your mind. So it's like, you know, people just aren't used to that. So it's unique. It's a new spin on an existing mechanic. Or a mesh of multiple ones. That's fine too. Look, so long as it makes you play the game differently, I'm fine. Early task, but we know that the next hero will be a knight. What weapon could they give him? Well, there's only one answer to that, I fear. The mace. Or hammer. Like, what do you call it? It's not a poleaxe, it's a pole hammer? No. Or a great mace, something like that. by the way, that is going to be a video for a unique hero that I'm going to make pretty... I don't want to say soon, but it's mostly made, okay? I don't want to spoil it. Lucerne. Yeah, Lucerne. Thank you. You know, I feel like if you just... I feel like a good portion of the community just wants to play as a knight that's just completely realistic. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, Lucerne, as its main weapon, can, like, hold it by the middle to defend and attack, and then, like, can grab it by the very bottom and, like, you know, like a pseudo-offensive stance with, like, preparing a big-ass swing, and then, you know, is able to grapple and, like, you know, grapple with you, get the spike inside the gaps in your armor, and then, like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe something happens to the Lucerne, and then it falls or something, and then, like, it just pulls like a sword, a side sword, or a dagger to do punches. You know what I mean? Like, how would that even work? But I feel like people just want that. You could go full out and just make a hero that's like total knight, like longsword with half swording, Lucerne, like big ass halberd or something like that, crowd control. Then he's got like a dagger and a, yeah, like one of those thin daggers for killing knights. So you lose stamina after 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly, dude. People are afraid of the truth, but I think like heroes like Lawbringer should run out of stamina much quicker than they currently do. And to account for that, you could make them have more HP or give them more hyper armor, because they're a big ass fucking knight full of plate armor. They can't breathe that well. They can't move that well because they're heavier than they naturally are. So I feel like the gimmick with knights would be like, they're tanks, yeah, but they just lose stamina much quicker than maybe other classes. And somebody like Raider would be the opposite, because he's wearing nothing, right? So maybe he'd have less HP, but he'd be a glass cannon and never run out of stamina, or very slowly. You guys fuck with this? You guys like that idea? Like, okay, Lawbringer gets his hyper armor, Lawbringer gets his big damage, but he loses stamina faster than most. You guys fuck with that? Classes stop being relevant in... Dude, classes stop being relevant in year -1. I mean, that isn't realistic in the slightest. No, people with plate armor can't move just fine. They can move to the most of their ability, but not the usual speed. I promise you that. And also, it's not even the speed that they lose as much. It's the stamina. Because, believe it or not, having like a faceplate, like a full-on helmet in your face, I mean, obviously it depends on the type of helmet, and it's, you know, air... What do you call it? Like, its ability to circulate air as you breathe. But, like, having a faceplate on your mouth is just going to condensate a lot of the air inside the helmet. And it's just gonna get hotter. Like, that's the thing. It's gonna get hot. It's not even like, dude, it weighs so much. It's like, it's not even that. It just gets so hot inside the armor and inside all the linen that people, like, heroes would just get... You just tire yourself out, objectively. So it would be a cool gimmick if knight heroes just lost more stamina quicker than most. Not true, classes did matter somewhat and then they handicapped. Oh yeah, the points gain used to be a thing, which used to be total dog shit. Because, like, what, Vanguards just used to gain a lot more points from certain things. Heavies from holding points. I guess I see the appeal. It was just so unintuitive that it just didn't make a lot of sense. Maybe if they communicated that better. Also, heavies just gaining more renown from holding points, gameplay-wise, just means that they're just gonna sit on their fucking point and do nothing the whole game. That's not fun. Have we talked about Reflex Guard yet? No. It was dog shit, but it mattered, I guess. Look, listen. Were it up to me, hero classes would matter, okay? If you wanted to have, like, a competitive team, you would need to have a heavy, an assassin, a vanguard, and a hybrid. That would be like the comp stack, right? For variety. And everybody has their role. If it were up to me. Obviously, For Honor is not like that. Waiting for Ubisoft. Alright, you guys want to add anything else to the moveset list? I guess we'll be done with executions. You guys want to add something? Shouldn't Kensei also follow the decreased stamina logic? Yeah, depends on the character. So, like, Shugoki would lose stamina faster as well, right? It depends. I'm just saying that the knights overall would be more into that kind of gimmick. And yes, actually, a hero being old would make them lose more stamina faster. I would also add that to be like a thing in general. And then play and create the character around that fact, right? Ubisoft, please, I need this! Anybody else wants to add anything on? You can't add suggestions after the den begins. I think we've got a pretty good list. Hi Nick, appreciate you. Agreed, yes, stamina health should definitely be a variable in the character's age, size, gender, armor. That's what I'm saying. Because running speed is a variable. Stamina is only a variable in Gladiator. Health is a variable. Like, they should just, like, think about that more. Because you can't tell me that Conqueror has the same amount of stamina as Zerk, right? Which is like, I think it's 120 standardized. Maybe the size of the weapon would affect stamina drain too. Like, if you really want those big, heavy attacks that are like just big, sweeping, high damage, it would just consume a lot more stamina. Maybe that's a way to balance, like, big hitboxes. Dude, I love stamina drain. They should definitely add it back. Like, not on bashes that deal damage, obviously. Like, you know, Black Prior doing a neutral bash that deals damage, leads into another mix-up, and then consumes stamina and pauses stamina off neutral. Nah, fuck that. But like, you know, JJ choking you and like putting you out of stamina, that's cool. Maybe, you know, just a certain move on Yorm that it doesn't even deal damage. It just like pauses your stamina for like 5 seconds. To be like, nah, fuck you, hold on. It's still my turn. Or like, you know what? I don't feel like, how do I put this? Just a chill out button. You know what I mean? Just like a, nah, stop attacking. It doesn't even have to do damage. It's just like, you putting yourself at a risk of getting punished, but if the attack lands, the enemy just gets a chill pill for 5 seconds. Are they doing any patches on stream? Yeah, probably. They do it every stream, don't they? What is Ubisoft doing? Deflect bash. I mean, most deflects are bashes. Hey Slander, if JJ was realistic, when he chokes someone, sometimes they get a stamina boost because they get excited by it. Dude, if the choke almost puts you out of stamina, then yeah. If the choke almost puts you out of stamina, then your character just nuts and like gets a speed boost for 15 seconds. Ubisoft is currently getting JC in the building. Stamina focused gameplay has been shelved for a while now. I know. And you know why that is? It's because of fucking black-ass fucking Prior. It's all his fault. It's like that motherfucker just put PTSD on the devs for years and years. No, I mean you can dodge into the bash and deflect it. Huh. Okay, so like, curiously, can we go to Slanderous? Go over to, you know, can I search? Spartan. My idea for a type of move like that on Spartan would be like, let me get to it. Yeah. This move. Yeah, so like you just like put yourself like this, and it counters the bash because it's literally the enemy impaling themselves on your weapon. So like, but in this case, you're right, because she could very well just like enter a sort of grappling stance for like 1 second, and if the enemy bashes her in that state, she just like grabs the enemy and throws them back into the floor, you know? It did start on Twitch. Okay, then it should be starting pretty soon. I mean, usually they make us wait 10 extra minutes, so really, we're not missing anything. I'm gonna add that, though. I'm gonna add it. Yeah. Like some Jujutsu Aikido type move that just like grabs the enemy and like puts their foot on the ground, throws them into the floor. That's cool. 30 damage because it's like bash only, so it's unique. And Ubisoft is just tweaking the fuck out, but it's cool. Judo throw, yeah. Over the shoulder, exactly. Okay, these are an amazing set of ideas. You guys came up with most of them. That's awesome. So this is literally, we've been here for an hour, right? Less than an hour. This is literally what we came up with, what fucking like 40 people came up with in like less than an hour, right? All this cool shit, all this unique stuff, we came up with it. Now, let's see what this professional ass company can do in 6 months. And I'm not gonna lie, lately, they haven't been disappointing. They've been doing some pretty cool stuff, I'll admit. I'm just saying, this is what we came up with in a very small amount of time. And this is not crazy stuff. We're not even asking for much. A lot of the stuff would be easy to add, mechanically. Right? It's not even asking much. What the hell are these guys doing, man? Are we Greek scholars coming up with new movesets? They'll probably have it, but I wished Warlord had a bear hug counter to bashes. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a counter, but like playing with properties is the coolest thing you can do in this game. And they just, I don't know, they just don't do it that much. I mean, listen. They fell asleep. I mean, usually they like make us wait 10 extra minutes whenever the stream does begin, so. Hey man, Slanderous is streaming. Let's go watch that. It still says upcoming, and there's people waiting. I mean, whatever. You're showing. Yeah. Fuck you. You're trolling. Don't believe him. Could they rework Hito? I mean, at this point, I feel like the people who play Hero don't give a fuck. They probably play her because how easy it is. It's on Twitch right now? Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can get on Twitch then. Let me just disable the shit real quick. I haven't been on Twitch in like decades.
Love to hear that. I freaking love to hear that. Okay, no phenom.
Welcome back, Warriors. What an exciting time indeed.
Dude, you're right.
Arakure looks incredible. Join with me today.
Right.
We've got Dan.
Right.
Dan, how you both doing?
Very good. Thanks for having us.
Good.
You were
And
right.
how about that music from that trailer? I think you wrote that,
They
didn't you?
literally
I
just
did.
fucking forgot about
the
Yuku.
English
That's
lyrics,
crazy.
Yeah.
At least a little bit of a diss track.
That's actually
thanks
crazy.
to our Japanese partners for doing some transcription.
Alright, thank you for the heads up.
that Every time I hear
Let's
it,
do this.
Oh, it's hype.
I get hyped to kick some butt.
I want a shadow box every time I hear it.
Yeah.
Why don't we jump into the seasonal roadmap real quick?
Is the
before we
volume
jump into
okay?
Everything else. So let's
You guys
look
hear me
at
fine?
TU2, since that's where we are landing on July 23rd.
Maybe
you
it's
can
even a
expect
bit low.
the Arakure Hero to be released. We'll also have a free event pass going from July 23rd to August 13th.
to rewind that shit?
Arakure's
Nah.
Audacity. Starter Dominion is going to
they've
be
only
coming
started,
back
like,
from July
talking
23rd
about
to
shit right
August
now.
6th. Now
We
with
didn't
5
miss
maps
anything.
in the rotation, we've got Kang Pass, Citadel Gate, River Fort, Canyon, and Temple Garden is back. Plus, we added stamina, feats, and revenge based on some feedback. So let us know what you think. Type on the Reddit. Wherever we're giving the feedback.
Rewind this shit.
We also have a
Dude,
throwback event from August 13th to September
You can't even
3rd,
rewind
and we have some
Twitch.
Hero Fests for Berserker.
And, like, they're gonna play that
Chosa,
over and over.
Jormungandr. So, why don't we jump into the narrative side of things? You want to give us a quick recap of what happened in Title Update 1?
Yeah, for sure. Previously,
Yeah.
For Honor.
That's it.
So yeah, our focus was shifting back into the mire, where
Which a bit
the
lower.
Mongol presence was increasing quite a bit
Okay.
because of a alliance happening between the
Which?
House of
Which?
Dokuja and the Khotun.
Hello?
But there was a bit of a
How's this?
bloodbath recently, thanks to our friend the Oni. So that
You can on YouTube?
alliance was weakened
YouTube ain't
quite a
even
bit
fucking playing the
because
video.
Bodies were dropping, and quite a few of them were leaders from both sides. And I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of a shadow teasing that there was
How's the volume
another
now?
uninvited guest that night watching the festivities.
Wonder who
Would
that
you look at
could
that?
be. Do you want to talk a bit more about who this
Yeah.
uninvited guest was?
So we're doing something
Right,
a
there she
little,
is.
little different this to you. It's kind of fun, a little bit of parallel storytelling. And yeah, so at that banquet was the
Dude, fuck the
Arakura.
character trailer.
The Arakura are like scrappy street fighters that thrive in the criminal underbelly of the mire. Arakura means kind of like violent, unruly, or untamed person. And they're historically
see, they're playing it
inspired
again.
by Japanese sukeban from the 60s and 70s, which were these delinquent girls who organized in
Duh, there's the
gangs to,
multi-hit.
like, smoke in the bathroom.
No, that's an execution.
And they were rebelling against authority and kind of like the rigid expectations of society at that time. And likewise, so our samurai are also breaking
That seems like the
tradition.
zone.
They learn to fight in the dirty back alleys and tavern brawls.
No, it is a multi-hit
They
pin.
Poke your eyes, stomp your toes, spit in your face. Anything goes. Yeah, so one of the most prominent Arakura is Gaki, who's kind of who you're seeing in the default armor set. Gaki is like a given nickname. It means kind of like little devil or brat.
Hey,
And she leads a gang of Arakura who live by their own rules, or at least they used to, because that alliance between the Mongols and the House of Dokuja really threatened their criminal lifestyle. You know, cleaned up the streets, the black markets dried up. So yeah,
Awesome. So it's a Gaki summer then.
yeah,
Good.
yeah, exactly.
You want to talk a bit more about what's
Wait,
happening right
they
now?
got rid
in
of the
Atakure?
slanderous.
I mean, they're fighting to survive. So
There
as
used to be a
usual, keep
slanderous
an eye
helmet
on the
up
lore
there.
orders. You'll get
They
some more
remove it?
details about Gaki's backstory, whose broken katana that might be.
Slender,
Okay.
remember to put a
And
check mark
also,
on
we're
the
doing
list
something really
if the
fun,
wish list was
with the
correct.
short stories
You
as
guys are gonna have to
themes.
help me on
So,
that.
the
Because
new
I'm just
short
gonna be
story
playing
called
the
Never
stream,
Enough
okay?
is available now.
You guys can like
But it
wind
takes
back
place the same
to
time
see
as
the
my friend Ian's
MS
short
Paint thing we
story,
did,
Seeing Red.
and just
So
remind
go
me
back,
to
read
check mark
or
that
reread
once the thing's over.
Seeing Red, and then read
And let's see how many
Never
things we got
Enough,
right.
And I hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so it's like a dual perspective.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Okay,
That's
that's
really
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Danny, I want to jump to you
Yes.
because Atakure looks so unique. Are you
Yes, she
able to
does.
tell us a bit more about what inspired her aesthetic?
Yeah, definitely. And the first thing is their backstory.
The band coming? Shit.
Also their attitude, and also their desire to fight.
Mm.
And on top of that, the fact that they live in the streets now as well. It didn't
So-
impact that a lot. We also used a reference from the UFC boxing scene and
Yep, good.
like an actress that did like tough and badass roles.
Nice.
So we can check more in detail how she looks. So the clothes are relatively simple, but we find out that we're
Fuck's
in
sake,
Paranol,
this is
But I wanted them to be recognizable, so they borrowed
Horrible. Jesus.
Wink, wink.
some elements from the samurai. They adopt like
Is this the
mantle to
default
protect
look?
the jaw. They have the kusazuri. I knew it on one leg.
Can we get a
and,
hairstyle that isn't complete dog
sode
shit?
on their arm, small sori. The knee pad that they stole from the Suneate part, and the cloth are the rest of Itatari that went through a lot of adventure to see the least. And the blade on their back is inspired by Gaki's story that Ben mentioned. And it actually became a ritual that they do to be part of the group. And they all wear one. Basically, they just have to break a katana. Where they get it, you will find out. But it's another symbol that represents the desire to break with tradition. And then Ben talked about the Sukiban. It definitely resonated with us as well. The strapping you see, for example, around the
Son,
chest, Ria is inspired by them. It's
you're
as
no
they were
longer the
trying to
worst
hide
fashion in the
their
game.
femininity as a statement against
Please
men.
let there
men.
be something more than this.
The tonfas and fighting style brought up some
Because, like, I
ideas
don't even like
too,
the
of course.
torso.
Like we wanted her to move freely.
Like, I
so
don't
the
like
arm
it
are
that-
not covered and very mobile. We wanted her to be muscular too.
Yeah, bro, she got the
because she packs a
tattoos,
punch,
but
of course, but have the muscle to support the hits she receives too. Because
don't
you
know.
have people like Shugo or
I would like
Ringo on the
just
field,
wearing a normal
so
kimono.
it needed some meat
Yeah,
in there,
of
right?
course, of course.
Yep.
Do you want to talk a bit more about her hair a little bit?
It's awesome.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, it's a big feature. So, being this rebellious group, we needed something expressive to fit their attitude.
Expressive.
So, what better than hair?
Yeah.
So we drew inspiration from the 70s punk in the UK, and everything they influenced. After that, they influenced so much. And then we continued
70s
from
punk
there
in the
and had fun
UK
with
for a
the
Japanese
cuts.
hero, by the way.
And I think it
I-
gives her a
in the
very
Middle
modern,
Ages.
touch.
Yeah.
Modern touch, yeah.
Yeah.
And we even inspired ourselves from the rockabilly style that you see in Japan, that with their crazy hairstyle, which is so cool and it fits so well on her. So
And she looks
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
And by the way, the player expression is looking awesome on this. The patterns and material all work so well together. It's really a canvas for you to express yourself. It's yeah. You want to talk a bit more about the other sets, maybe?
yeah, absolutely. It works well on the set.
looks
one,
like a goblin.
As you can see here, we left a lot of real estate, I would say.
Yeah.
To give player much more choices, and it fits
She looks
so
like
well
a
the
weird
personality of the
Shaman Yorn.
Arakure that we couldn't.
Oh my
like,
fucking god, it's
do more of that and make
Yosuke.
people have
No,
fun, and on
Josuke
the set too,
Higashikata.
You pretty much have a little bit more of the same, but we brought up some fashion style a little bit more this time, like the
Oh my
wing-shaped
fucking
shoulder
God.
cloth inspired by the Katajino.
Crazy
that are usually used more on traditional cloth. The small cape in the back is mostly just for movement and purely aesthetic, and it looks great. But it's again more real estate for you guys to have fun
Nice.
customizing her. Have fun, yeah. It's amazing.
Awesome. Well, folks, I mean, Arakure will be available for purchase next week, July 23rd, for $9.99. It'll also be available for
E
15
barata
KSTO
Josuke
2 weeks after the
Higashikata.
release. So be on the lookout for that. I want to talk a little bit about the free event pass coming. So, as we mentioned earlier, starting July 23rd and running till August 13th, the free event pass, Arakure's Audacity, will allow players to loot some awesome looking weapons. So, why don't we get a little sneak peek at that? Ooh. These
Yeah,
are-
fuck this shit.
these are
Whatever.
Cool. I like these. Awesome. Well, thank you both for coming on the den and
Thanks to you, Anthony.
breaking all that down. Folks, stick around. We're going to be doing a gameplay deep dive with some familiar faces in the next segment. But first, we're going to take a look at all the lootable weapons from the free event pass. So we'll see you soon.
Nice. Bye-bye.
You know, I don't think I ever see anybody using these types of weapons.
刀を砕け刀を砕け刀を砕け刀を砕け刀を砕け
What is this music?
黒き見沼に生を受け名を知る前に覚え
What's the
た
character trailer? Dude, they're gonna fucking show us the moveset in like 2 seconds. Chill out.
神と度胸で開いた運命身の程を知れたなら全て割ってやるよ
I'm sorry. I know they're trying to do something different, but this is the most un-For Honor thing of all time. This doesn't suit the game whatsoever. For Honor is not about this. This is not For Honor. And the music can be cool. It could be cool. But like this color on the weapons, this music, I get what they're trying to go for. I really do. It's that like punk rock, 70s, 80s. Ooh, I get it. I get it. It's just not what this game is about. Japanese rap on For Honor is... This shit is just the most millennial thing of all time. I'm sorry. This shit is why people make fun of millennials. If this is the last For Honor hero, oh. Oh, fucking undodgeable. Okay, whatever. I'll wait. I'll wait. More fear itself. Spam. Is that a stance switch that I just saw? Or an emote? Please don't tell me this is an orange-blue character, bro. Say it ain't so. She's just spamming bashes over and over again in, like, blues. Like, what?
Welcome back, Warriors! We are so excited to dive into the gameplay segment for Eric
You guys,
Ray, our latest
you know
samurai
my
hero.
hater
And
days
who
are
better to
behind
help
me.
out than these
I've
two
changed and
absolute
grown as a
legends.
person.
JC, welcome
But,
back
like,
to the show. How
Yes,
are you?
I'm pretty good.
This
I'm pretty
might-
good. It's been interesting looking at chat.
The
in
worst
back there.
hero in the
Yeah.
history of the
Can't wait
game?
to show off this hero. It's gonna be
This-
super awesome.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, they called, you are here, so
Yep, yeah. I mean,
Oh
whenever
my
I get
God.
summoned, that's how I have to show up.
Let's
I know
see.
I have to
Let's
show up.
see.
that's
It's like a bat signal, like and then I just like JC, and I come running.
the JC signal. I
Yeah.
like it. All right, amazing. And on top of that, we also have Costa. Costa
Yeah.
joining us back on the couch. How are you
Rebellious
doing?
I'm doing
youth.
good. I'm really excited to show Arakure to the world. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, now's your chance.
now is
So,
my
yeah.
chance.
So here, I mean, this is that moment. We're introducing the hero to the world, as you said. So, what can you tell us about this hero?
Well, she
Not for
is
much
an
longer. Yeah,
assassin,
dude, the beast
dual-wielding
is coming out.
tonfas. Do you want to talk about how we chose Tonfas?
Yeah, so a little while ago, because we kind of decide on what weapons we're gonna do, quite in advance. But I was Vanessa and I specifically, but we were talking about a bunch of different people. We're looking at how can we make a kind of like fist-based hero, right? We've been getting a lot of requests from players to go, I want to have somebody that punches people, that does that kind of stuff. And the issue that we have normally is that every single punch in the game right now is a bash. And no matter what we kind of pick, like there was like Cestus and like a bunch of different kind of weapons, it always looks like you're punching straight up. And it always
that's why
ends
hooks
up
are the thing.
looking like a bash. So that's problem number one.
That's why hooks
That
exist.
it's like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but it kind of feels odd, and then it gets parried, like you parry a punch, it's a bit strange. There's also a range problem, right? Because normally in For Honor, you're often, not necessarily always, but you're often outnumbered. You're in a duel, there's people around you. You want to be able to hit them on the side. But if I'm punching, like realistically, if I want to hit somebody that's there, it's super hard. Because I have to do these super
Yeah, that's why
weird,
you
long,
don't build
like,
a hero
stretchy punches
like
that have
this
no power
around
behind
being
them.
able to do that in the
Because normally
first
to have
place.
power, you have to crank your elbows a little bit more to be able to hit. So that didn't make any sense either. And we're starting to looking at different weapons, what we could do. And when we landed on Tonfas, we're like, you know what, this could probably work, right? Because you can hold it, and I'm sure that's what a lot of people kind of realized when we revealed it, is you punch with them. But there's a lot of different ways to hold a Tonfa, because you can kind of spin them, and you can actually, we fix the range issue by being able to spin them and hit people outside.
That's fine.
You can move them, you can use them as a hammer, you can use them for a lot of different things. You can use them to block as well. Traditionally, you're using them to block, so you get like that edge here to block. So you can do so much with Tonfas.
Yeah.
And it also fulfilled that kind of boxer, kind of brawler strategy, like, fantasy. So it just made total sense there.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not gonna lie.
Should we go into gameplay?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Turn it
So
up.
before we start
sure?
with that, I'll just say that we tried to keep the pattern that light attacks are going to use the short end of the tonfa. So like punches, jabs, trajectories aren't wide. And then for heavy attacks, they have a wider trajectory because, like you said, she actually spins them out like that. Don't want to hit you guys, but yeah, just to start off
That's
like
how
that.
it kind of works.
So let's get into the gameplay here.
All right.
So here she is. She looks really mean. Yeah, she's got some cool emotes too.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that
Scratching
hairstyle,
back
the
with
one
it.
on the
That's the way
enemy,
you use those.
isn't
they're
even
used to
half
it.
bad.
Sure. So
I can work with
let's get into it. She has light attack, right?
And you see the punching that you were talking
I
about?
can't see the damage
exactly, short
values
end.
because JC is in the
She has a heavy
way.
attack. And I don't know if you noticed this, but she spins the Tonfa too. So
Yeah.
it looks really cool like that.
Looks
It's
really
just really neat animation with
Yeah,
the
it's
animation.
amazing. Like the detail, we're gonna have like Vanessa and Michelle come in later, but like the amount of detail that we have on those animations to make her look super cool is unprecedented.
Yeah.
It's really, we're really excited.
And from light, you could go into heavy or light. So like, I could do light into heavy. I could do light into light. I could do
Enhanced
heavy
lights?
into light or heavy. So
Is that a light?
heavy, heavy,
If you go heavy into
heavy
light.
into light.
That kind of all works out, right?
Yeah,
I
Pretty
like
simple,
enhanced
like a
lights on this character.
Two-hit hero.
That's
Two-hit
good.
hero.
We're stopping here, right? We did all this stuff. We had
Yep.
like these big crazy Tonfas.
That's a deep dive, everyone.
That's the hero. Yeah. All right.
Thanks. We'll see you at the
Good
next
night.
segment.
We
now.
never
that a
stopped there.
build-up
We
bar?
Never stopped
We
there.
never ever stop.
I'm gonna show you her sprint attack too.
Here comes the running
attack.
running kick.
It's on the light input.
I'll do it on my end so people can
Yeah.
see what it looks like when you're. Actually, just a little bit of a jump with the cross Tonfas there,
Exactly.
so people.
Yeah,
Looks
she's
pretty sick.
she's got a nice zone attack too. It's quick,
Yeah, that animation looks a
pretty
little.
good trajectories on it
Yep.
as well. And she has something else.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has at least one more thing.
I didn't. At least one more.
One more. Okay.
I didn't show this because it's part of the reveal, the slow reveal.
Yeah.
So when you hit someone with any attack,
Yeah.
even a bash, she gets a combo light follow-up, a guaranteed light. So for example, right there.
No!
All right. Okay.
The
You
slanderous
can't- you can't
reference.
block that.
Yeah. No, but you get a little 1-2 kind of thing, right? You
Exactly.
get it after lights. You get it after heavy.
You get it after lights. You get it after heavies. You get it after bashes. So for example, if I do a light into bash, I get the combo right after.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So
Yeah. So that so it makes sense, right? So every single attack that she has, you get a small confirm light afterwards.
exactly.
Deals a little bit more damage. Kind of looks cool. You get a 1-2 punch. Everything that's cool.
There are
The
only a
1-2
few
punch.
moves that she cannot
Okay.
chain into the combo lights.
Mhm.
They are called twin strikes, but
Okay.
we'll get into that soon.
We'll get into that soon.
Yeah,
Okay, all right,
yeah.
Cool.
Let me show you some of her dodge attacks.
All right, cool.
Right? Yeah, basic kit. This one's my favorite. It's a nice looking net. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, right? Because
Does it deal more damage on male heroes?
Terminally online for some reason.
This is true.
And I ended up like there was a lot of comments because that move, that specific move, is in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember people going, "I really want her to have it." Guess what she does?
She got it.
You want to clown on some people you don't like? Go and have fun.
But not only that, if you unlock for me, we also, added a little kick in the butt.
Oh, okay.
So we had some fun with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Some fun with
Dude.
it.
can
So
kick in
that's
the
a
butt.
bash.
Yeah.
It's undodgeable.
It's unblockable, right?
You can, like,
Unblockable, sorry.
Spam
We
that
have
on the Bushis and shit.
undodgeable.
That's gonna be fun.
For front
Forward
dodge
light.
Yeah.
Front dodge light. Yep.
That's quite a bit of range as well. Like I can get it from like pretty far.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I
you
like
go
that.
ahead.
Yeah,
Go
really
ahead,
good
show me.
peeling tool here.
Yeah.
It's undodgeable, so often enough, like you get into situations in group fights where people keep dodging away.
I don't
from
like
you.
undodgeable
So you
attacks
have
that are
to
quick,
see-
that
No,
have a
no,
lot of
no,
range.
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just like that.
But whatever.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So something to add is after all these moves, like I said, the combo strikes happen. Combo strikes always lead into the finishers, the chain finishers.
Okay.
So you could, for example, you could. Sorry, I got lost there.
Non-enhanced lights and neutral.
So I could just keep doing that. For example, I'm always going into my finishers.
I can dodge out of them. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
people are going, oh,
Dude,
but I can dodge
this
out
bar
of
that
them.
fills up.
So basically, that creates kind of like a faux infinite.
Yeah.
Right. You could only.
Like it works
do-
off of like heavy light, heavy.
Infinite
So it's kind
chain.
of cool, right? Because you have to commit to that little extra attack. You deal a little bit less damage on your attacks because there's that little extra strike afterwards.
Yeah.
But it still feels kind of good.
Exactly. So that's kind of her false infinite there. I mentioned twin strikes. And
Yeah.
the way that you could think of this is that twin strikes are true finishers to her moveset.
Okay.
So anytime I do a twin strike attack,
Yeah, the animations are cool.
that's the end of my chain. That input can be done at any point in the chain. So if I open,
Dude,
I could
this
go into
bar
my
that's
twin
filling
strike
up,
attack,
I don't know what's
and
it
the chain
what's it
like
gonna
that.
do.
So how do you
But
do
I
twin
promise
strike
you
attacks?
guys
'Cause you've
that
shown
I
me
had
everything
this
now,
as a hero
and I'm
idea
doing
concept for
Yeah.
one of the ones that I'm gonna
But-
make.
So I had to create.
I have it
other
on a fucking
inputs
Google
for twin
spreadsheet.
strike.
That this was going to be a
So
unique
to
mechanic for
enter,
one of my
twin
characters.
strike,
They're
you
literally,
basically
they've
enter
literally took a look at that
your
and they're
chain,
stealing it from
and
me.
then you press back
This is
on
crazy.
the left stick as well as.
Because now
your
when I
input,
drop that
so
video,
light,
they're going to
heavy,
think that I
or bash.
copied them.
Okay.
So let's start with the light. So
Let's
I'm
call
gonna
it
go
heat.
Light into the twin strike attack.
Okay.
You notice
Yeah.
how she attacked with both tonfas there?
Is that why?
Because it's such a
twin
fun
strike?
mechanic
That's
in
why.
principle.
That's
Well,
why.
yes.
It's
Like again, the narrative team
Yeah.
is showing their pure
On.
genius
Yeah, yeah.
here.
Love it.
And
Like
did a
being able
great
to
job
looking
with
at
that.
stuff and going, you know what, this is twins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got the twin strike light that I showed you. This is a 400 ms.
Mhm.
It is enhanced. All
That's
her
scary.
all her lights are enhanced except for the combo lights and the opener lights, by the way.
Okay.
So it is enhanced, and there's a dodge cancel after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for
Okay.
example,
Show me.
Dodgy,
so,
dodgy,
I
good.
could do light into twin strike into my
Okay.
dash, for example.
So what's also interesting here to see is that you just showed it. You don't have to do your little combo guaranteed light
Right,
to
right.
go into twin strike. You can go into twin strike from literally anything. right now.
Exactly.
So that is pretty cool that you can go, you know what, like I'm gonna do light, twin strike, or I can do light, twin strike. Right?
Exactly.
So there's a lot of freedom and a lot of flow in how you want to spend your stamina, how you want to do damage. So it's kind of interesting there.
Yep. Twin strike heavy.
Okay.
Same input idea. You go into it from a chain. So I'll do a light into twin strike heavy.
Uh-oh,
And it's
undodgeable.
Fast and dodgeable.
I saw blue.
Yep. Undodgeable.
Somebody's bingo card just like popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. So
they know. They know.
pretty standard. multi-directional as well. I did it in the same direction,
you can
but
choose, yeah, right.
yeah, you could choose direction.
Let's try again.
That's
I like
so
what's interesting
cool.
here too is that you can see it's one of those attacks that changes the hand position and how
Yeah.
you manipulate the tonfa.
Dude, I
right?
just had
She
this
moves them
fucking
around to
ability as a
grab them,
concept. I
a bit
promise.
like lower to hit on somebody's
like
head,
a
which is kind of
hammer.
cool.
Yeah.
It's one of those like little tiny ways that the animation team is able to kind of like play with those weapons and make them feel a lot more realistic. and
I
make
can
them
literally
super
show you guys the
sure.
Google
And
spreadsheet
then
that I had.
finally, let's look at the,
later,
the bash.
if you wanna see that.
Because there's probably a bash there.
Yeah, the bash.
Another
is-
bingo card thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The bash is a pinning move.
Okay.
I'll show it to you.
Uh-oh,
So
another bingo.
same input, same input. You're gonna enter it through chains. So and I'm gonna do back bash.
Yeah.
I got hit real hard there.
So what happens is I kick sand in your
Mm-hmm.
face because she's a dirty fighter.
Yeah, right.
She kicks sand in your face, and then from there I could input lights to continue pummeling.
Okay. So it's kind of like she's like, no honor for honor,
Exactly.
right? Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Bam. At the end. That's
And
pretty
That's
the
so
move
cool.
is even called dirty trick.
Yeah,
It's
so there you go,
throwing
right?
sand in people's eyes. That's a
Pretty
pretty
gods.
dirty trick.
cool. Yeah.
So
And
I
it-
also choose to throw.
let's
That's
fucking
pretty
go
cool,
grab
right?
at
So
merchant.
any point.
At any
except for
point,
the last
except for that one. So basically, you
Exactly.
can go, hey, I want to go 1, 2, throw. I
That's-
can go
that's
up to
awesome.
4, but you can't
That's
throw after
just
the last one.
awesome.
Exactly.
All right.
Well,
That's another off the
last
list,
one
by the way.
is the
They're doing a
commit
really
full
good job
move.
so
I've
far.
committed to the damage on the last
Okay.
hit. I can't do anything after
Yeah,
that.
so the damage is really, really low on the initial hits, but the last one is where most of like the majority
Low
of the
damage on
comes from.
starter.
So that's like
By the
pretty
way.
cool. You get to choose what you want to do because you can still wall splat out of throw.
Exactly. So off the throw, you could wall splat, land a heavy, potentially lead to more damage that way than just finishing
Yeah.
the pummel.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, well, the one thing we haven't shown yet before we move on to
Yeah.
the another one more thing.
I haven't
there's
played
always
Tekken.
one.
There's always one more.
She has side dodge lights as well, right? We haven't
Right.
Really show
yes,
them.
side dodge lights.
They also go into. You
Yep.
can combo them as well.
Exactly.
You side dodge light, you combo, and hit people. Hey, I'm gonna kill you. So yeah, so it works really well. So there's that. But then there's something else that we've seen in the trailer,
Yeah.
and I've seen on chat before. Because
The uppercut?
you know, I like to
Pe-
chat 'cause
people were wondering.
Big
that's
ass
how
punch.
I know how to get summoned, right? But people are wondering, like, it says strike meter.
Yeah.
And I see a little, like, kind of like swirly under your little widget there that tells you what stance you're in. So what is that?
Yeah.
Could
so,
this be the
could this be the-
aforementioned
yeah.
strike meter?
The
This
mythical strike
this is indeed the strike meter. So if you look under my widget, you see I'm filling up the strike meter all the way to 2 little nodes.
All right.
And you could see the nodes above in my
Yeah.
IO
in
can
my
times
health
2?
bar
And if
there.
I had them, so I can go and get them like really quickly there.
Yeah.
Can you change the color on the flames?
Good.
Yeah. So you got the first one there. And
There you go.
there.
All right.
Yeah. So basically, this is a new mechanic.
Yeah.
This makes Arakure really unique. What happens is this strike meter has threshold levels, the 2 dots that you see. It has 3 levels.
Okay.
The
Okay,
first
so
one
what
is
does the
called
heat meter
idle.
do?
And the way this works is it's just the base.
This could
moveset,
do multiple
what we've
things.
shown you up until now. There's still some more surprises there, but up until now, that's exactly
Yeah,
what you
right.
get.
So you get those 400 MS slides.
In my
you get the
opinion,
dodgeable
it should make
heavy,
attacks either
and you get
faster
that
or like
kick
lights
sand,
and
dirty
hands.
trick, and punch,
Yeah.
and you go. All right, okay,
Maybe
I don't know if you noticed too.
Attacks consume less stamina?
The strike meter also
cool. The
depletes.
keys, yeah, the keys after time, right?
So after you don't do an attack for 10 seconds, it starts to
okay,
deplete.
starts to go down on the map.
You could also pause the depletion by getting blocked or blocking and hitting minions.
Okay, so basically you want to be super aggressive because it progresses that mythical strike.
Exactly. She's a very aggressive.
But what does it give you? Because I mean, yeah, it's cool. It has a meter. Yeah, cool. I can see my combo.
Hype
Yeah,
moments and
I
aura.
What does it
talked
give you?
about the idle level.
Right.
So the-
Idle, yeah.
The next level is called onslaught.
Oh, that sounds like.
And
scary.
what happens with onslaught is, let me get to onslaught here, is her twin strike attacks, remember the 2 hits there? They become armored.
Bingo.
So armored
armor.
light, and then
Heavy,
I don't know if armor is the right
heavies,
choice for this.
cool.
and
You're gonna get what else? You
Uh,
get armor on that bash as well.
you do.
Oh
That's
Yeah, I don't know.
good-
I don't know if
good-
armor
good
is the good
predicting
choice
there.
for this.
But not only that, you also get a shield because it's a long pinning move. Yeah, here.
I wanted to make sure you kept it.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's a long pinning move, you're stuck in it for a while.
Yeah.
So we also give you a 70 HP shield,
Okay.
so that you could be in a team fight and withstand a few hits.
And yeah, and you take armor too, right? You gain armor
that's,
while you're
that's
like
not how I
you know,
do it.
punching,
Exactly.
leaving
That feels
whatever out of
forced
somebody,
and
but
rather
you
natural.
also get a shield.
Yeah.
So if there's people around me that would just want to wall upon me, well, they can, but the odds of them depleting 70 HP's worth of damage that quickly might not work all the time.
Exactly, yeah. So
But that's okay. So then that was
Onslaught.
Onslaught. What's the last one called?
The
Like,
last
it
one, when you
glows
see this
blue, so that's even
beautiful,
scarier.
when you see this beautiful blue glow,
Yeah.
you know you've reached the ultimate
Okay.
stage. So
I
in
wonder what ultimate means.
ultimate means that on top of the onslaught
Mhm.
properties, so armor, you also get unblockables on those.
Okay. So
Okay, unblockables make
show
more
that to me 'cause
sense.
I'm a bit scared.
So here you go. We're gonna do heavy into back.
Okay.
Your backlight.
Is armored for an MS light.
Yeah.
Okay.
And unblockable.
Unblockable.
Unblockable
Yeah.
for it.
Armored unblockable for an MS light. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
And dodge cancelable afterwards, right?
Dodge cancelable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But then, okay, so now I'm scared though, because did you mean that everything gets unblockable? Any
yes.
keeps what it had before?
All the twin
I'm gonna
strike
hold my
moves get
thoughts on this.
unblockable.
So what happens with the heavy?
For now.
Well, the heavy gets unblockable too. Like you see.
So is that unblockable, undodgeable, armored heavy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It is an unblockable,
Okay, see,
undodgeable.
I'm gonna hold my
armored
thoughts on this
attack.
for now.
Okay.
Because,
Kick
like,
the
I know what
chest.
they're trying to do.
They're probably freaking out.
Let's see
which
how
is
this
early.
ends up.
So, just to calm everybody down.
I
'cause
really
I'm
would like to
I'm
see the
not seeing
damage
it,
on
but
the
I got
bottom
a couple
right
of
corner.
nods from the back, so I can kind of see it. So, here's the thing: you to get all these properties together to create that absolutely crazy pressure, right? You need to get your strike meter to max.
Yeah.
So that's step number one, which is not always the easiest thing to do. You have to get into a fight and have that maxed out. If you get into a duel and to get it maxed out, typically there's gonna be like one hit left or something. So it's not crazy impactful in ones. It's a bit better in group fights, but still. The other thing is that there's almost no range on that attack, meaning that like you can't just go backlight
Yeah,
into,
listen,
or like
th-
whatever
they're
into
like
it because there's
Trying
basically
to
zero
explain
range.
why it's not broken.
Yeah,
Like,
so like
listen,
there's almost
I get
no
it.
range here. So
I
you
get
can't
it.
use it to catch.
I know what they're trying to do.
So we really looked
I'm
into
gonna
balancing it. So
give
the damage
them
output was
a bit of
insanely high.
space
But also
on this
there's
one.
very, very little range, so you have
We're
to
just
be
gonna have
careful
to
when you
see.
use it. It's really for focused 1v1 engagements. That's where we wanted to go. So yes, it's super scary on paper, and it'll give you good stuff. What I can tell you is that there's a lot of moments where you're actually better off doing the backlight, the dirty trick light, or not the I forget what you call them because
Yeah.
twin strike light. Yeah, sorry.
strike light, yeah.
Because that brings more and more and more pressure, right? The twin strike light, because you can dodge cancel, you can front dodge cancel into an undodgeable light or into the bash. You can
Yeah,
kinda
I don't like the front
cycle
dodge and dodgeable
and
light.
keep that
That's
going
like-
and keep the
Takes
like
all the aspect of like
vortex of it as you want
mobility-based
going through
combat
it,
from
but
the
you have a
game.
choice. Do I get a little bit more damage
It's
off the
boring.
heavy, but it ends here, or do I go for that light and keep going and keep applying pressure? So there's an actual game plan.
I like
here
that she
kinda
plays
makes sense, that's
fast,
super
but I just
interesting.
don't like the
And
idea
yes, it's
of
scary.
like
we wanted it
this
to be
type of
scary.
character having to
Getting
rely
to
on
that trigger level again
undodgeable,
is not
hyper
the
armor, and
simplest thing,
blockable
right?
so
There's a lot of
much.
stuff going into it.
I feel
You
like
might
she
kill
should just
people before
naturally
you get
be
to
like
max, and then it ends up being wasted. You have to
very
work to get
quick
it,
and
to
like
keep it full.
soft,
So
pointy, trying to
it's
like
just overall, I would say give it a chance. I
make
know
you
it's
guess
super
what she's
scary.
gonna do and
I
like
know
be
it ticked off
relentless.
like a new bingo card because I'm sure nobody had unblockable, undodgeable armor on their bingo card, but then probably somebody's gonna put it now. But that's kind of how it works. But then there's the dirty trick as well, right?
Dirty trick, yes.
Yeah. So what does
So
it get
dirty
at Ultimate?
trick, it gets everything that it got off of onslaught. Oh my god. Gets everything it gets off of onslaught, but
So is that
now
like a
it's
feintable bash,
completely
or what is that?
uninterruptible by bashes
Okay.
as well.
So from the community, like from players, because internally it's completely different names because we didn't know people were gonna call them that. There's like two types of armor in the game from players' perspective, right? There's hyper armor and there's super armor. Hyper armor is what she gets at onslaught. So that means you trade and you absorb kind of like normal hits, but bashes will still go through. Super armor means absolutely nothing will get you out of this spot. So it's scary because it's kind of dangerous. There's a reason why we almost never use it, because you can get stuck in situations where people are going to throw a shit ton of attacks at you, and then what are you going to do, right? Because because you're in that state where you can't get out of it. If that's too long, it's essentially a death sentence.
Right.
Because you don't get the damage reduction, you don't get the hit stun, all that stuff. So it's a bit scary. But in this case, it's interesting because you get that shield and you get super armor. So you literally cannot knock her out of it when she goes into it, when she is in ultimate. Again, that's kind of scary. But we went that way, right? Because we wanted to make sure that normally you want to use dirty tricks to raise your strike meter like pretty quickly. It's the most efficient way to raise it up.
Yeah, because you get the most hits on
You
it.
get the most hits on
Which
it, right?
is why we're giving her those combo lights as well, just so that it helps you get your strike.
Exactly. So it's
A
a
hero
whole, like,
with
it's
this
a
small
whole
stature shouldn't have any hyper armor.
right? But then,
Dude,
we
I
wanted to make
almost
sure that,
agree
you know,
with
when you're
this.
when you're at
Like, she shouldn't
on
have hyper
ultimate,
armor outside of
why
like a
would you
really
still
big
use it?
bunch or like a running
Because
attack
I'm
or
like,
something.
well, okay, I already got all my stuff. I get better damage off of other options. So why would I use this one?
Also,
There's a reason to use it.
woman.
It also is really good for setting up ganks and stuff, so it's kind of nice. But it kind of works quite well.
Nice. Amazing.
All right.
Uh,
So that's it for that. But
but did you
She looks like a
also want to
pirate,
talk about
Kyochin.
Flex too?
yes,
yes.
right? So,
So-
let me throw you top heavy because
She is an assassin.
So I could deflect, yeah.
you get a heavy,
There's
I
a
get a
deflect.
heavy.
right?
So
Or
I could do a shortcut right into dirty trick.
that's really
That's
dirty.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So she does have
Look at me
deflect.
making
She is
jokes.
an assassin.
Yeah. So
Zerker-
she's an assassin. She gets the flex.
Zerk is on mushrooms,
super cool,
dude.
and
He
you
gets
get a nice little shortcut to
he
that
gets the
little dirty
pass
tricks,
because
she's
he
good.
doesn't feel pain.
The fry
Dirty
cracker,
fighter.
she's all sorts of things. So, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now, is there another one more thing? Because I remember. Okay, so
There is, yes.
I'm I'm a very perceptive person,
Uh-huh.
and I looked at a trailer.
Yeah.
And it also said something about target swap.
Target spot.
Now,
specialist, yeah.
It's a specialist. She's a specialist at target swapping. So what does that mean exactly?
So when you target swap with Arakure, she has dedicated moves
Oh.
for the target swap.
Okay.
We are calling them lash out attacks.
Okay.
And basically the way this works is from a target swap, as you could see in the video playing.
Is that a
she has
fucking hyper
access
armor
to
bash, bro?
3 different
Like, is
lash
that
out attacks.
hyper armor
She
on
has access
literally
to
every
a
single
light, a
bash?
heavy, and a bash. So her lash out attack.
I mean, she is on fire right now.
The heavy one
So
gives you a lot of forward momentum.
I guess.
You could go to the next target that's pretty decently far away, and you could catch up to them, reposition yourself in
Okay.
the fight, and be able to hit them with your lash.
I
out
just don't like the fucking orange
the light attack
spam.
has a medium range, so it's not as powerful in the displacement,
But it's faster though.
but it's fast.
Okay.
It's still 500, but it's a faster movement
Okay.
to where you got to go. And then the bash, by nature, bashes are unblockable, and it has the shortest distance.
Okay.
So-
So essentially, so one of the reasons why we put this in, right, is again, I don't know, I have the tonfa here, right? But you have this weapon, and target swapping is something that, you know, like.
Yeah, see,
at
I
some point
just
you
don't
start
like
doing
the
it for
abuse
honor,
of
and you
these
do it a lot of
properties.
different
I
attacks,
think
a
they
lot of
should
different
come
things.
sparingly.
But then with this, it's like, well, how do I control group fights? Yeah, I can throw heavies, but the range is still a little bit limited. And we wanted to make sure that
And it's
she
like
had
instead of
tools
making her a
to
nimble
handle
fighter
being
that
outnumbered.
evades
It also
incoming
works
attacks
really well
and
with
like
lore and
is
stuff,
moving,
really
like that,
scrappy fighters get into a lot of
they
stuff.
just
So
their answer
it's
to that
interesting
is
to have
just
that kind
like,
of function.
well,
So we looked at
bash hyper
how
armor
can we
target
make her
swap.
effective in group fights.
Like
How
that's
can we
their
make her
answer
feel
to the
good when
problem
she's
that would
outnumbered?
naturally come with
And
a
this
hero
is what
like
it is,
this.
right? It's super interesting.
And instead of making
Only
her
the hero
nimble
that has something
and giving her
remotely
like a
similar
unique
to this
dodge or
is
something,
Pirate, and it's limited
they just
to
give her all the
gunshots,
properties to
where
account for
if
her
you
lack
land
of
a
range.
heavy on somebody.
Like, what is that?
I'm gonna get memed on again. That's gonna be awesome. But if you land a heavy on somebody with pirate and then you target swap her gunshot, pirate does the version that she gets when it gets blocked or on miss or whatever. So we kind of were able to reuse that tech, at least on the gameplay side, to make sure that she had different options whenever she target swap. But there's a couple of rules to it, though, right?
Yeah. So, for example, if you target swap and you do a lash out attack and it misses, it does not make contact in any way, you cannot chain from it.
Okay, and you need to make contact to be able to do lash out attacks as well, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I can't just go like with a light target swap, and lash out to somebody else.
Exactly.
I need to hit somebody.
Yeah, there's always got to be contact before doing a lash.
And is there one more thing to do with those? Because there's always one more thing.
There's always one more thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Like 10
All
more
right,
things
show
to
me.
do. Yeah, I want you to know, yeah.
Lash out attack scale with the strike meter.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So that means that at onslaught level, they become armored. And at the ultimate level, they become armored and unblockable.
Blockable.
So
Alright.
it's really, she becomes a really great peeler. She becomes really hard to stop in this team fight scenario.
You basically have to parry her if she's throwing lights.
Exactly. Yeah. So
That's really cool. I remember when we were playtesting this hero, like, for a while. I used to love getting into revenge and just going, hey, there's 3 people against me. You're all going down.
Yeah.
You know,
And it
I
worked
feel like
really well. It was super cool.
if
So
she,
it's a really
when
rewarding.
they talk about
feeling
feats,
from
I was kind of
getting
hoping
the
that
strike meter
one
up.
of the feats is just like
it's a rewarding
a
feeling
whole new
for
level
putting in
of
that
this
effort,
whole
and
heat
it's a lot of fun.
mechanic.
Target swapping
It's
isn't
like,
the most
oh yeah, now
easiest
there's level
mechanic,
3.
but this is a great hero to learn it on.
There's
It's a great
another
hero
level.
to practice it on.
But,
and,
like, they
up
already
the
made level
For Honor
2
gameplay.
too powerful.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
Yeah.
So they're probably
I
not gonna
think- so
add a new
that's
one.
it for fight kit, right? But she has feats too?
Yeah.
All
It's like-
right.
Yeah. This
Wouldn't it
hero
be
has
fun if-
Roll the video.
Okay, let me see. One of her
So her
feats
first
is gonna be
feat,
like
it's called
she gets the
Against
whole fire
World.
thing automatically.
Basically, when you do a lash out attack, you get an attack boost bonus of 10% for 5 seconds.
Eh.
If you do another lash out attack within that 5 seconds, that duration will reset.
Okay, so
you
I
can
do
keep it
one
going.
attack, I get damage
And
type
if you
feat.
don't reset it, then the cooldown is 10 seconds
Okay.
for it.
All right. That's
Yeah.
cool. So then
Wouldn't
there's
you know?
a second feat, right?
Yep, second feat. Insolent Shout. This is an AoE attack debuff on your enemies.
What?
Sounds simple enough. There's an extra level to it. This scales with the strike meter as
Ah,
well.
okay.
So at the idle level, it will give a 10% debuff on the enemies.
If it's an
At
insolent
the
shout,
onslaught
shouldn't it
level,
be
it will give
increasing the
20%
damage the
debuff,
enemies deal on
and
you?
At the ultimate level, it will give 30%.
But then you'd get like
Oh,
some kind of
You wanna
even
keep
bigger
you wanna
buff
pop it when you're
at the cost of
ultimate.
damage.
Yep, that's the
Like how come
biggest
when you're
bang for the buck
insolent
for
to
it,
the
yeah.
enemy and you're provoking
And,
them,
it
it
has
makes
a
them deal
2-minute,
less damage?
cooldown. Her feat 3, because there's a third feat,
Of course.
called Walk It Off. This is basically a self-heal for Arakure. And again, this also scales off of the strike meter. So at idle,
That's so
15
random.
HP. At onslaught, it's 30 HP, and at ultimate, it's 45 HP.
But it doesn't just heal.
No, it doesn't.
What else does it do?
At every level, it also cleanses.
Okay, but are you talking just, hey, I get rid of bleed and fire?
It does do that, but all negative effects.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
It's kinda
negative
like what Centurions do to your
So
forward. You get a bit of
infinitely
that
better
plus
second
only on
wind?
yourself, though, but
Exactly.
still, okay.
Yeah. On yourself, it's a single target.
But it must have a pretty big cooldown. if it's
yes,
like
we
that
gave it a
strong.
3-minute cooldown.
Okay. So you
Okay.
just constantly just go, hey, I'm getting rid of corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You really have to choose. Am I doing this for the heal? Am I doing this to
The
cleanse?
I would rather it just be
It's
weaker
kind
than
of-
second wind initially and
Cool.
just get stronger.
Works
Yeah.
on corruption
Yeah.
as well as Max.
And as I also just mentioned, thank you, Max.
Yeah. And finally, she has a feat 4.
Yeah.
This one is called Gang of Outcasts. And what this does is it maxes out Arakure's strike meter.
I knew it.
For 20 seconds, there is no decay on the strike meter. But that's not all it does. It's an AoE effect that buffs your allies as well. While the 20-second duration is going on, your allies will get enhanced lights, they will get armored heavies, and they will not, attacks will not cost stamina.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So basically, become like killing machines.
Holy
just like-
fuck.
Exactly.
awesome.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Holy
pretty cool.
fuck.
So
What?
That's yeah, that's awesome.
That's
by the
it.
way, I love the way you presented that too, because it almost implied that what if there wasn't a fourth feat? But
Wait,
we
they just get
definitely had
hyper
it, so
armor on
it's
all
good.
There
attacks.
Of course,
There
we
was.
did one.
Unbelievable.
So
How do we cook so
we're
unbelievable?
just really good at it.
Yeah, we're
And enhanced
So
lights.
JC, like an incredible hero looking, there's so much detail and so much depth to this. Like, how do you see Arakure performing in like competitive landscape?
So I would rank her pretty high in Dominion.
Mhm.
Essentially, she's like a really good roamer.
Yeah.
She's really good at holding points.
I get
being
the
able to, like,
enhanced lights. Like, that's
capture
cool.
stuff,
But,
being
like,
able to like catch
fucking
people running
hyper
around,
armor
like with that front dodge light
on
is really, really
everyone?
good. She's good at peeling. She's good at ganking. There's a lot of good stuff. However, she's rather weak in the lane. Like she doesn't have a lot of big trajectories. Her like you have to lock and try to do stuff, and it's always a bit unwieldy. So she's really not optimal in the lane. She has no real laning support, so that kind of makes her
Oh
a bit
no!
weaker there.
What a
And
weakness.
as some of you may know, competitively, the general kind of like accepted idea and the way that you play the minion is you go from your home point to lane to farm for your feats to get your team's hard points up, and you rotate back and forth, and you have somebody else, like other people, to do other things. So
Yeah, I
our
feel like
story
balancing
her
around
specialty is more to
competitive
roam around
strictly
and do that
isn't
sort
the
of
way to
stuff,
go.
So it makes a lot of sense there. But yeah, so in the minion lane, she's not super good, and it's interesting because the strike meter is super cool, but in 1v1 scenarios, typically what we found, and when we've played with some of our more like pro players that have been able to play the hero a little bit, she ends up like her opponent is basically dead when she reaches max strike, and that's with
But
just
shouldn't
non-stop
she be
aggression.
good in
So if
1v1s
you falter a little
and
bit,
not
if you take a bit more time,
teamfights?
it goes down.
Why
you
is
don't
it
really
the
get to
other way
So
around?
in 1v1s, she's good, but it's a bit harder to exploit all of her toolkit, especially the target. You can't really target swap in a 1v1 scenario as well. So there's like some
It's like
stuff there
she's
that
stronger in
she
teamfights
is
than in
not as
1v1,
good,
bro. The
depending on the
melee
situation, but
ass
she's certainly
character with no range is
awesome.
better in
And there's some
teamfights than
interesting
1v1s.
choices to make there too. Do I stay at the point, boost it, and lose my strike meter? Do I run to the other points to keep up my strike meter, get into another fight as fast as possible? Pretty interesting.
Yeah,
decisions to
there's
make.
a lot of stuff there. We wanted to make sure that this hero had a lot of decision points as to like even just her flow is like there's a lot of options in and out. Do you want to keep going? Do you want to stop? Do you do your combo lights? How do you spend more stamina? Because the stamina per HP damage is a little bit like high. So how do I spend my resources? How do I work around them? It's all built around this like this
Dude, the fire gimmick
decision
is
system of
awesome,
how do you play
but
her? And how do you play her? And the way I play her might be different from how you play her and how you play her. So it's kind of it's really interesting to have that kind of depth into a hero that her moveset is not the most complex one, but there's a lot of like moment to moment little decisions that are really interesting.
that's fine.
Awesome.
Like
And were there any challenges, anything you want to touch on, like
quick
throughout the
speed
development,
and
Yeah,
just
so I
fun
mean, like,
mechanics
the
make up
strike
for
meter is,
lack
like,
of
brand new,
technical
obviously, right?
complexity.
It's not the easiest
Like,
thing to get working.
move
in our UI,
amount,
making sure it looks
if you know what I
making
mean.
Sure it's readable. Also, just the
That's fine.
functionality of it. Right? We went through different iterations. We had at some point there was one where every single hit counted as one, and that ended up being that it overly valued light. So how do we kind of change it? So we changed it up. Now there's like different thresholds and like lights and bashes give different amount of like meter gain than heavy. So we did a lot of iteration on these things to make sure that everything kind of felt right.
With nerfs,
The
will
target
Jiren
swap
get
tech tool
around?
worked, but there was a lot of
Dude, they
challenge
just
into
need
how
to
you make
listen
it
to the
work, how you
fucking
decide,
things that I
like
was
the heavy
listing on
goes
that
far,
patch
the
note
light goes
video.
medium, the
Yeah.
bash goes low. We didn't always have a bash there as well as an option.
Right.
So it's like there's a lot of these things that are not super clear that we have to kind of validate as we go through. Like the chain bash that we didn't really mention it before,
Right.
but the bash that you can do like in your regular chains is feintable as
Yeah.
well. It wasn't always feintable, and how do you kind of figure out the move? So it's interesting. It's not always the simplest thing,
Yeah.
but it works really well.
It's a bit of a process always
Yeah.
to make these, but
And now I cannot wait because after us, there's a couple of people
it's just
on
Yeah.
the animation team that might have. I just want to leave out a tiny little tease. There's cool stuff they're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little Easter eggs, a lot of personality that they've hidden in the hero. So I know these things, but I want.
Okay, before we get to the patch notes, do you guys give
I
a
know,
fuck
yeah,
about
yeah,
this?
They're gonna come up
They're
here
gonna
real
say
soon.
it, and
talk
it's gonna
about
be
all
Do you guys
this.
care about
It's gonna be awesome.
listening
Excited
to
for
the
that.
animation talk,
Well,
or
very
can I
cool.
just
Well,
pull
thank
up
you
the
guys
MS
both
Paint?
so much for that. Finally, Costa, any shout outs you wanna give? for
Yeah,
this hero?
well, the whole team, honestly, that worked on Arakure.
We are so
they were
talented.
amazing. Michelle,
Anyway,
the other
she's a
Costa
Farah
on the design team.
3.0.
'Cause we have two.
Yeah, we have to. Vince, man, there's so many.
Better thrilling combat.
Chloe
Name them
and
all.
Fred.
Right now.
Uh, Nico is huge
Yeah.
support with the strike meter. Terry, Alex on audio.
On UI, like we had
All right,
Catherine.
go
that,
to
like,
go
I-
to
I-
MS
that you
Paint.
folks
All
probably
right,
remember Catherine, like, did a lot of
they're
work
just
on
gonna
that.
yap about animations for a
But it
while, then they're
looked
gonna
nice
pull
and
up the
kinda
patch
fit what
notes.
we needed.
Um,
It's a huge team.
actually,
effort
let me just
all
see
the
when the
time.
patch notes are
Yeah, the
coming,
The
so I can
animation
like.
team did amazing. Even
No.
like even the marketing team, I really want to commend them because
Mhm.
the trailer that we
Oh,
had
yeah,
for the
yeah.
gameplay is
Oh, yeah.
completely new. It's super awesome.
Yeah.
So like really like good job, guys. It's
Have the stream in a
everybody's super
corner.
proud of it.
Yeah, it was an awesome
mean,
undertaking
Very cool.
from all around.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
guess.
excited for that. And folks, we hope you're excited too.
Yeah.
If you want to get your hands on Eric Curry, you don't have to wait long. You got 1
Can I
week to
just,
go
like-
because
yeah.
next Thursday with the title update, she's going to drop. We hope you enjoy this, but stick around because we have an animation deep dive coming up right after this. Keep spinning those. Please don't hit anybody, and we'll be right back.
Fuck. Okay. So like that shit's going on the left. Animation deep dive, modeling deep dive, throwback event, esports, balancing and QOL improvements. 7 years down the line. Okay. I mean, this is why we have the MS Paint. All right, let's see. We get a... What the fuck are the lines? Shapes. Yeah, so let's do this. Infinite chain. I mean, I guess. Grab multi-hit. Good. Heavy to heavy soft paint. No. Not that I've seen. Can you also put Subway Surfers bottom? Yeah, I'll just have a match of normal For Honor playing on the bottom. Unique dodge gimmick. Dodge cancels is not unique. Flying knee running bash. No. Tonfa grip. Switch gimmick. Nope. Deflect that throws enemy. Yeah. Grab merchant. Okay, so not a merchant exactly, but maybe a small trader. Unique GB punish. Not that I've seen, right? Making a line, just paint the check mark. Whatever. Stunning tap. No fucking stunning tap mechanic, actually. That's crazy. Attacks while blocking, no. Big ass wind up punch, no. Move that specifically counters bashes, no. Okay, so the fuck? They didn't add anything to this. I mean, I'll do this just because I'm feeling like kind. Is the GB punish unique? Is the GB punish unique? Okay. So in the meantime, I'm gonna yap about that one fucking hero that I was talking about that has the same exact gimmick of the heat building up that they mentioned. So here's the lore, okay? For the past like 6 months, I've been working on the ultimate For Honor hero, and it's going to be like cool ass knight wielding a greatsword because I like greatswords. And the whole mechanic, the whole thing about that hero is that it's got 3 stances, right? Offensive stance, aka Vanguard stance, then defensive stance, aka Heavy stance, aka Half Sword stance, and then Agility stance, aka Assassin stance, right? And he can enter those stances, and it's like 3 of them. Each one focuses on one thing: offense, defense, mobility. That's why he's meant to be the ultimate hybrid, right? Because he can like focus on one thing at a time. So he's the master of all, technically, but he can only focus on one thing at a time. But then I was like, okay, how can I spice this shit up? And I thought, dude, what if I add a mechanic that's like a tiny blue bar below the stamina meter, like it's the second stamina bar, that fills up as you attack enemies. And the whole point of that is to like make the fight as fast-paced and dynamic as possible, because things are always happening because you want to keep that second bar going and filling up before it drains. That's literally it. So what happened once the bar got full? Well, my idea was to be like, okay, you enter a flow state and all your attacks cost half stamina, right? So that was my idea. You enter a flow state and you can just move around. You can just move to attacks more often. Attacks cost less stamina. And it's like, the motion keeps going and going, and that's like, it's the flow state, okay? And then I was like, okay. And then feats. So what do I do with feats? Well, maybe if you hit flow state during a certain stance, you will also gain a buff for that one stance. For example, if you're in offensive stance, like Vanguard stance, like you're in a Wrath style pose from Hema, and you attack, and you enter flow while doing that attack, you also get like a damage buff for 20 seconds. Right? And that's like, okay, cool. Motion keeps going, master of everything, of one at a time, and that's like the whole point. I have this on a Google spreadsheet. I'm not lying. And how did the fuck did I not think to add this to the one, actual fighter martial artist hero in the game? Because it's a really good idea to add this there. However, the character just gaining hyper armor on everything and like unblockables on attacks that are already undodgeable does not suit. What I would do is attacks just cost less stamina because he's hyped up, and your lights become enhanced, and maybe you gain a bit of hyper armor on some attacks, just a bit, not too much. And basically, it would just allow you to keep the flow going even more, because now you got enhanced lights. See, now they're showing the moveset.
Blows in your face, so
Yeah.
that fits the character a lot.
She has a short range. So we need
Do you
to,
think
like,
about stances
bring it
at this
closer a
point?
little
That's
bit.
it. That's
Yes.
it. Super.
But by the way, what do you guys think about that hero that I just mentioned? It's like offensive stance, Vanguard stance is like Wrath from Hema, where you keep your sword on the back. Defensive stance, heavy stance is half sorting, because you got a bunch of like counters and grabs, and you'll see when that video comes out. And then assassin stance, it's like holding the blade forward at a low position, and you gain the ability to wave dash in that stance and shit, because it's all about mobility, right? So you can focus on one thing at a time, and it's the ultimate hybrid. So it's like it's like a mix between Highlander. I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of hero with stance change that actually does something with like Magi. And it would be the coolest hero of all time, because like you can do so many things. I would give a year of my life up to play it. Such a fan of giant fucking sword and Highlander. Isn't enough? Yeah.
Sides and the back, and pick the animation I want to use. So
I'll mocap that shit
while doing target swaps. So
eventually.
Works really well.
Once I'm done with it.
Attack.
Because I'm still not done
We'll find more usage
building on it.
in the future for sure.
It's gonna have so many
Because that's
moves,
really
dude.
cool. So it's
You don't even
like-
know.
Basically, like when she's target swapping between each character, there's like custom animations that like fit
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, because everybody can target swap, but for her, because it's our toolkit, like Michel did.
It's like,
all those
imagine
transition
Warden,
and
but
to
like
reach and to add a little bit more
5
weight and
Wardens on
trying
top of
to, like,
Warden.
that snap
Yeah, right.
fast
And of course,
jump,
each
so at
move,
least, like, you have- you
each
feel- it
move
feels really good.
wouldn't
Yeah,
be
it's like
awesome
when
on
you
its
play
own.
fight
It would
Yeah,
just
yeah,
be
yeah. I
okay,
wish
but
everybody
it would just have
fast
like
move,
one
like
core
target
focus.
swap, but for her, I mean, that's
You know what I
part of
mean?
her kit,
Yeah.
so we
Like, if
The
you want to be
level of
offensive
depth
with
into
your
it is
Vanguard
really-
stance,
it looks incredible.
looks great.
you
yeah,
would
yeah.
be prone to getting attacks and like
We'll
having
talk
big
a little bit about
recoveries,
this.
because like
word on the street
you're
that she's
all on
got a
offense.
Pretty cool face-off screen. Do you want to take a look at
You heard
that?
the rumor.
stuff like that. Strengths and weaknesses.
We had a lot of
You know what it
ideas,
is.
but we went with the spit
Fashion
on the
would be
face.
sick.
There you go.
Cape Crusader type character with a crazy
So
sword.
you haven't
Dude,
fought her
it
already
would
and
look
she's
like
already
Wilder
spitting
from Night
on
Rain.
you.
First thing you see,
That's
you're gonna
awesome.
find.
You know Wilder from Night Rain?
So,
It
and
looked
a lot
like
of
that.
personality.
We love
Little
doing that.
animation, yeah,
Yeah, we love doing that. Adding a little bit
basically
of,
like the
personality.
Lothric
Those little
Knight type.
animation,
for sure.
I think it's really cool. One
You know, like a
one
cool
as
ass
well is
night,
the ledge.
the night that
When you're
everybody
near ledge,
wants.
this character
You know the
looks
one.
down a bit, but for her, she literally squat.
Oh, that's
and she
that's
looks
so
down on
badass.
you, right? It
That
looks so
is
cool.
sick.
On Duran,
yeah.
we added a little bit, like he opened his arm, so he's really like dominating the battlefield. For her, I think the crouch was I think it fits her.
Yeah.
We loved it so much, we made an emote out of it, so just for her. So yeah, no, it looks pretty cool. It's really in character.
And thank you guys for the support, because now I really want
Do
to
you want to talk
turn
a
that
little
into a
more
video.
about the pummel move? JC was teasing this a bit earlier. I
Yes.
think there's some Easter eggs with this.
I mean, it's something that we've done with Duran. During his pin move, he has a special realization again, Hatun.
Yeah, where he's like,
Yeah, exactly, because he doesn't like her. There's
Yeah.
a whole narrative.
Is the
thing about
video
it.
too
And,
low?
She also has a lot of background, and
Yeah, her promo is a bind has a lot of realization,
Yeah.
like a lot of inputs you can press. But we went a little
They're
bit
placing
farther,
this ledge animation like
and,
Shinobi and
against a
Shaman don't
few
already have
samurai,
that.
The
True.
last hit will look different.
Dude, Shinobi even has a backflip.
Against
on
Orochi,
drop
Shiroki,
attacks.
and Kensei.
look at them. Yes.
cool.
So normal character, you bonk them on the head.
Bonk.
Bonk.
You hear the sound already.
Okay. I see.
But against the samurai that she despises, like she will uppercut them. And then if you end up like killing them on the last hit, like on any ending, you will
Oh, that's
create
cool.
a new kill animation.
Yeah, look at that.
And the samurai faction, the Orochi, the Shugoki, and the Kensei will uppercut. And if you
It doesn't look like
kill
it does a
well
lot of
position,
damage,
it will let
which is a bit
Oh, that's
disappointing.
awesome.
Like a mini execution in that.
Yeah, it acts as like
Baby
a,
execution.
as
Yeah,
like a picture.
baby. Yeah, and it's again Orochi, Shigoki, and Kensei. She doesn't like them. They're
Make
Yeah.
some examples of
horrible
how they
samurai.
look,
Yeah,
and it'd be a
that's
great
it.
video.
So she's
Dude,
like, yeah.
That's
Um,
super cool. That's awesome. And the fact that it ledges is.
I mean, it's
pretty
the
fire.
little thing,
It's-
you know.
it's
The
pretty
ledge
fire.
is
It's a cherry
always,
on top.
Yeah.
Um,
when we see an opportunity.
Yeah.
Type shit.
on it.
Yeah.
Type
thank you
shit.
so much for breaking all that down. Do you want to give any shout outs?
Yeah, I mean, GC named the whole team, but
Yeah.
on, of course, everybody was a great help on animation team. Thank you, Michelle. That's a lot of animation on this. There's Nawel as well, that help on the hero, that work with Michelle a lot.
Together.
Yes, and Martin as well, that did the execution as well for that we're gonna see soon. So yeah, great work, everybody. I mean, it
Awesome.
looks amazing.
I can't wait. It's going to be great. Thank you so much for coming on and giving us all the insights into the animations. Folks, sit tight because after this we have a special deep dive into the modeling of our new hero. But first we'll be showing a compilation of all of Arakuda's executions. So check it out. Max, roll it.
I guess, bro. Yeah, whatever. Okay, that's pretty cool. He's like Nusha. Dude, I need a Goku skin for this one. I want to be doing that leg stretch like I'm Goku. Hey, here's that one spit emote that one dude wanted. They're turning up the music like anybody likes it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. That's really fucking cool and dynamic. The camera work is really nice on that one. Yeah, see, I would like to have this like as a sort of out of stamina punish. You see that last execution? Man, all these helmets look like shit except for one. Yeah, the executions is the best part of the hero. that last bonk, like the jumping one, should like stun, right? Why are they ganging up on this fucking Orochi? What did the Orochi do? Dude, the new hero is acting like tough shit, like she wouldn't just get one-tapped in real life by anybody with a sword or spear. Where are the stun properties, bro? Raider just gave them PTSD. Stunning tap on Raider just gave them PTSD, and they never wanted to use them anymore. It's like they got it wrong once because of spam, and then alright, because we're never doing that anymore.
We are here to go into modeling deep
Right, let me just-
dive, and who better to help us talk about the character modeling than is it Arakuri herself? Kiara.
I think she's
We'll get to
called
the patch note,
Kiara Kure
the
or
patch notes
something like
eventually.
Now, I mean, we have to take a moment quickly off script to address the amazing cosplay in the room.
Yeah, she looks
Why,
amazing.
thank you.
Nice job.
That's an incredible look. How long have you been working on the fit?
Well, I'd say as long as the character has been in all our collective minds.
That's awesome. Well, you absolutely nailed it. So amazing cosplay.
Thanks.
Love that. And Danny, welcome back to the couch too.
Thank you. And seriously, as an art director, this is like the most fantastic thing that we see when people do fine art or they dress as heroes in cosplay and Comic-Con or whatever conference they it's
Whatever convention you want, please.
It's amazing.
That's good. So
Yeah.
awesome. Cosplay guide confirmed after this.
Oh, yes.
No, so folks, again, we are here to talk now more about the kind of the modeling deep dive of this character. Now, Kiara, like, do you want to to help us understand like what was the process? What went into like the creation of this character?
Absolutely. So first, become the character. Be
okay, step
one
one.
with Arakuri. Yes, absolutely. But in all seriousness, my job is to reflect the character and who she is and their story and everything through how they treat themselves, but also their clothing.
Yeah, I appreciate the
So
effort.
who she is vital, especially for Arakuri, which is a fierce,
Man, if
close
that
range fighter.
this would be
She
such a
isn't
cool
afraid of
character
getting hurt.
were it not for the
She
helmet.
shows it through her scars. You can see new ones, old ones. Her knuckles are raw. She smudges her makeup. You can see it on her
She got a
lipstick and
spear
her
stab
eye
on her
makeup
torso
as
because she's a
well.
dumbass and
There's
doesn't wear
layers
armor.
of dirt and friction through her clothing. There's rips. She gets in there and she's there to fight and get messy and get the job done. She's not there to look cute. She's there to look intimidating and fierce.
I think you absolutely nailed that. And, you know, like even from everything we see, you know, like it seems to like tell a lot about her background.
Yeah,
and,
these
like,
these
her
niggas
story
genuinely
more
don't
than
like
through
money.
The modeling itself, like what more can you tell us on that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So her background is her story too. You can see it in the materials, the pants, the robes. They're all materials that are accessible. Silks, suedes, anything too fancy really
That
isn't
pose
who
is pretty
she
cool.
is. Heavy woven materials where you can see the grain, how the cloth is woven together.
Aw, dude, spikes on
weight
the
of the
on the
material,
on the
which
cheeks,
rigging
on
and
the
animation
one
did a major,
hairstyle that
like,
doesn't look ass.
exceptional job showing
Ah.
the scratches on the metal, the paint chipping, the way that the fur is all
I need a
matted
hero
and
skin for this
scrappy
one.
and not taken care of, but still has that like fierce, intimidating look on it.
I'm gonna need a
And,
hero
like,
skin on this one
also
to make it
the details
enjoyable.
that you don't think about. The handmade embellishments, the embroideries that maybe she did or the people around her to up that look, to give personality,
it's
which
just
is
so ugly.
something that she's very known for. And speaking of embellishments, my favorite part, the tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Lily did
Would you
such
look at that?
an amazing job at them. Like she designed them, and I had the pleasure, privilege, and honor to applying it on her body, making sure that every piece fits like her musculature, the way the flowers curve on her body to really enhance that like beef muscle look. the organic flow
Not there
of
to look
Japanese
cute, wear
design as
zero
well is
armor.
super
That's right.
important. And players will notice that every single skin has a little change in them, and that we applied places
We've
where
only
you
seen the
guys can actually
Josuke
change the
hairstyle
colors of the
once.
tattoos.
Oh, yes.
So we wanted to give you
I-
a
I- I
version
wanna
of
see
that,
more of
but
it.
also a version where she has no tattoos.
I want to know if I
She's
can
just
wear
raw
myself in
and
completely
full of scratches and full of
black
blood.
and purple or
Wow,
pink.
that's so
and, like,
so cool.
cosplay 'em.
Holy crap! I love it. There's just the customization there looks amazing. Like all the work and all the details.
What
they
did he
put
just
into
say
that
about my
looks
hairstyle?
incredible. So like huge shout out. Like great job on that. So I mean, what would you say was like the biggest challenge in like designing this character?
Well, not to go back on it, but the hair, was really a challenge, but not because of what you would think, you know. Yeah, the haircuts are crazy and like full of personality, which is really what we wanted, is someone that's in your face and not afraid to be who they are. But it's the little details. It's
This
every
reeks of
strand of hair
OC.
that we had to place in. It's also where we want to put the color that you guys, the players, can choose. Do we want it to make it look more natural, more crazy, like crazy neon dyes that cover the whole hair, the roots and all that? It was really like the placement of all those things were really important, and we wanted to give that natural badass look, but also keep her
Dude,
character
okay.
where she's like,
If
look at me,
okay, let's be
look how
real.
fucking
If
badass
I'm in a
I am."
combat situation
Sorry.
and I'm fighting this bitch,
It's,
like
what it is.
I
You
am
want that
just gonna
bumper
pull her
string too,
hair
fine,
Oh
okay.
and
my
like
God.
use that the grappler to the
s-
ground.
So cool though. Yeah, I absolutely
Like-
love it. I always love like getting cool.
I know that
outfits where I can change the hair color.
For Honor
So
isn't like the
excited
most
for that.
realistic and efficient thing of all
So,
time,
Amazing work again.
but like
Danny,
that
anything
hair
else you wanna, like,
just looks
kinda
like
add
a
to this?
straight up, hey,
no, seriously, Kiara
grab
did a great
this
job, but
to beat
I
me.
want to take some time to give some shout out to the Chengdu team that for the first time helped us doing characters.
Wow.
They wanted it for a while, and they jumped in the boat and did a great
Like
job.
you would just
They,
be able to
did
completely get a hold of
specifically
her
the Setsu part
head
of the character
and skull
and
just by that.
seriously, they nailed it.
It's so dude, that fucking one on the right looks so cool.
Transferring everything, the concept to like the 3D and
What?
yeah. So as you can see here, we showed that before the
Light her hair on fire with all that grease. It probably would.
To have fun. So good job from the Chengdu team because they did the weapon as well. They didn't just do the characters. They did the weapon again.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Did you
And
know
they
why
went through the same
Knight's
process we
armor
do for the characters,
is
they
so
have to apply
smooth and like
the
circle shaped?
backstory,
It's because those guys are
the-
grappling all the time.
where they come from, the
And
street
like,
vibe, so raw material.
if you
and
just
we
give
have
somebody
a little
something
bit
to
of modern
grab,
stuff like
that's a
Cloud
massive
Warriors,
disadvantage.
to them.
So just
I hope
like
you guys gonna have fun
a
because
big
they're
ass
really, really
like
good.
Amazing stuff. So thank you so much.
vertical hair
Awesome work on that.
lever
Yeah,
saying, "Hey,
that's,
grab
that's so
this."
cool. So yeah, I
It's
guess
just the most
after
stupid
that's the end
thing
of the segment.
you can do.
So we'll see all of these. Like we're gonna play a video so everybody.
It's
can
not
see,
even
like,
cool
all the
looking.
arm of the
It
weapons
doesn't
that's
even
at
get the
end of
cool
this.
pass.
So I guess like, are there any final shout outs you wanted to throw out there, Danny?
Yes, but I'm gonna start with Kiara.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a bit intimidated right now. So.
Reddit will go into damage control with this one.
Well, the concept artists, the whole character team, modelers, textures,
Yeah.
riggers.
All the YouTubers you already know about will go into damage control mode and say, "Oh well, you know, it doesn't look the best, but it looks full of personality." That's what they're gonna say. It's so unique, guys. You know, it's not exactly my cup of tea, but I still like it.
Coming here to talk about our amazing game. So
I know,
very
you're the
excited
best
to
for
be here
that.
every time. So so thank you so much again, Kiara. Thank you so much for coming on board and for all the crazy work that was put into this hero. I think she's amazing. She looks incredible. There's so much fun at play. I cannot wait for next week when she goes live. Danny, thank you so much too for coming on the couch with us to continue to talk more about all the art that goes into this. So
It's
thank
been
you.
a pleasure and a lot of fun designing the characters. So I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as we did.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got to have fun with what we do. It's very important. So
Yeah.
of
We
course.
have to.
She's
yes.
amazing.
We're
and-
making video games here, folks. That's
Exactly.
good.
Exactly.
All right. So for everybody here at home, we hope you enjoyed this. Coming up next, we have a very awesome throwback event segment. But don't go anywhere because we are going to show you a very cool video with all of the weapon and armor sets for the new hero. So stick around and we'll be right back.
I mean, at least the weapons look cool. Dude, having spikes on the inner parts of the tonfas. So like, when you put your wrist on that and you're blocking an attack, the spikes would just go into your arm. This is extreme nitpicking, but like, you know, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay. Ass. Ass. Pirate. Ass. Collapse. Ass. Looks like female Yorm, actually. Is that face paint only blue? Josuke Higashikata. Oh my god, bro. Okay, okay, it's in the game. Okay. Phew. Phew. Fine. Fine. Survivable. Dude, that's it. Literally that one pirate haircut. Also, I'm pretty sure that anybody who was wearing this kind of hairstyle in the Middle Ages would just get raped and killed immediately. I know this is a fantasy world and all that, but... like... dude, this is not the same character. Like, you're telling me Apollyon lives in the same universe as this character? Come on. Come on now. It's just so out there. Virtuosa doesn't fit the For Honor art style either. But at least she looks good. Right? She has amazing character design.
Metal Trials.
Amazing.
I'm so amped up for this.
I am too. Oh my gosh, this is like one of the most exciting events we have. One of my favorites, so I'm really stoked for that. So, and I think we even have a new trailer.
Yeah. We have a little trailer. Max, show him the trailer.
Okay, so... true story. Do you know how Apollyon dies to the Orochi in the story mode? But the Orochi is literally saying that Apollyon is stronger than he is. This is a true story. It's a fact. Apollyon let herself die so that she wouldn't have to see what Heathmore, like what becomes of this game in the future.
For Tetrametal to come back, but you know, maybe Anthony, it's been a little bit since we've
It's gonna be so
Tetrametal.
weird
Do you
seeing
want to,
Apollyon and like
explain,
this
what
character in the
is
same
Tetrametal?
Yeah, let's give a little breakdown of the
in the same
the
map,
lore. So,
in the
to
same
celebrate the
place.
Truce of Wyverndale, warriors from all factions gathered in a legendary fortress to reenact battles from the past. The last chapter of Honor Games would soon be remembered as one of the darkest moments in Heathmore's history.
Super Cool.
Awesome. Do you want to tell everyone how the game mode actually works?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about. I'm over here today. All right, so let's talk about Test Your Metal. So Test Your Metal is really fun. It is a PvE elimination mode where essentially you and your team will fight a
Do you guys see
team
that move?
of AI bosses from the campaign.
That
So
doesn't
each
attack?
round that you play, the bosses will get stronger and stronger. So in week 2, for example, players fight against a team comprised of the strongest bosses from each faction. These are bosses like including like Gudmundur, Tozen, and Apollyon, as well as other campaign characters that are going to be in there like Stone, Holden Cross, and more. And then finally in week 3, we have the hardest challenge of the event, the Tyrant's Test, where you're going to face off against a team comprised of warmongers led by Astria. So it's going to be super sick.
That's going to be awesome.
It is going to be good.
Also, a new awesome iteration is for the first time in Test Your Metal, we'll have event leaderboards. So that's pretty cool. So you can see how well you're doing compared
Oh, no,
to
no,
the
no,
rest of the
no.
world.
Fuck, the Slander is on
Points
the top
will
left.
be granted by kills. So get out there.
I
do
just
your
didn't see
thing,
it.
Go hard.
Kill them bosses.
That's
There
it.
we go.
That's it. Also, one of the main reasons that people love Metal Trials is the awesome rewards that come along with it. So why don't we take a look? So of course we have the black armor sets retrofitted for all heroes. Here's a little sneak peek. You'll be available from August 13th to September 3rd. We also have the Blackstone Elite color swatch, as well as the Iron Legion color swatch as well.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love me the all black Test Your Metal armor. So I cannot wait, especially for all the new heroes. Is like the best armor we have. So
Yeah.
good. We also have more rewards though, so let's check these out. So listen, during week 1, from August 13th through the 20th, you're going to be able to loot the battle outfit Age of Wolves. So that'll be super cool. On week 2, from August 20th through the 27th, you'll be able to loot the Apollyon's Might embossing, as well as the Rose of Horkos embossing. And then finally, there's the Rose of Horkos. Amazing. And then finally, for week 3, we're going all out because you are going to be able to loot the I Am War free roam emote. So from August 27th to September 3rd, you just got to play and you get the loots. It's that simple. So there you go.
I can't wait. Nolan, thank you so much for breaking this down with me. We got an esports segment coming up. I'm amped for that. So let's take a look at all the lootable armor sets from Metal Trials first, and then we'll head to esports after.
See you soon.
See you soon.
By the way, I know I'm being negative. Okay? I know it. But when Jurin was coming out, when Sohei and Virtuosa were coming out, and even Gatun, I was up there. I was up there defending them and how cool and unique they were. Okay? They even looked good. So, like, you know, I'm just being honest. I'm not hating to hate. I've never been about hating to hate. I just give my honest to God opinion. Let that be clear. I think the moveset is probably going to be fun. I just don't like the way they went about this hero in general. Also, we gotta sit through the slog that is esports to get to the patch notes. Dude, competitive For Honor is so fun. They're like
That little transition because
only using one move.
A little swap.
It's
The
very
whole
important,
fight.
right? I like the C better. So
The one
we had
move
to
that
talk-
isn't
we talked
reactable.
about it. But yeah, we are here to talk about esports, and we had something pretty cool just happen. So Anthony, like,
Should I
what's
buy
going on?
Ocelotl? Yeah, Ocelotl's
Yeah.
fun.
So 44 Triple Threat just concluded. So a
Nice.
big thank you to everyone who participated, as well as our tournament organizers, Spandude and Nutella. For those that aren't aware, Triple Threat is
As
our
long as the
year-long
character is
circuit
fun in the end, it'll
comprised
be
of
fine.
3 tournaments
Yeah.
where we're awarding players
Yeah.
with circuit points throughout
I
each
know.
tournament, depending on
It's
where you
just a
finish.
big missed
So the higher up
opportunity
you
because,
finish on
like,
the leaderboard, the more points you earn.
Makes sense.
So we're trying
all
to
you
find
have to
the
do is
good
change the
who's definitely
design,
won the
and the
year.
hero will make 5
But
times
yeah,
as
we
much
started
money.
the year off with the 44 tournament that just concluded. We're going to be heading to a 1v1 tournament.
I really want to see
Season
how many
3.
people are going to buy this fucking
And
character.
then we're going to end off the year with another banger, another 44 Dominion tournament. But yeah, we just wrapped up the
Actually,
first 44 tournament.
can't
of the
we
year.
see that on Steam?
Awesome turnout. Big thank you to our casters, Verbalocity,
I think I'll go to
and
Steam
Norgos,
later.
and a big
See how many
shout out
people
to
bought,
I Have
like,
Memes, who made his main channel debut
past
as our
couple of
analyst.
heroes.
So yeah.
Ooh, confetti. Love it.
Big ups to him. He crushed it. It was awesome to have that analysis present. So it was really nice. But moving on to the actual results of the tournament, a big shout out to Team AOG for winning.
Who cares about competitive
If
For
you
Honor?
aren't aware, Team AOG is comprised of some veteran.
I mean,
players.
listen, I know that there's people that genuinely enjoy the competitive For Honor gameplay of, well, when you're dueling, you're like only using one move or two, and when you're team fighting, you're like spamming, you know, you're doing confirm ganks and shit. Like, I get it. I get people who like competitive For Honor. But I will respect that game mode, that style of playing the game, once every character is able to viably use most, if not all, of their abilities without them being unreactable at such a level. Dude, Kensei, literally the best made character in the whole game. If you don't believe that, you have to admit he's at least top 3. Is unviable in duels because everything that he does is reactable, apparently. Like, the most fun, well-made character in the game just can't use his fucking kit because it's reactable and competitive. Like, that's the game people are playing. And saying they like it. I just don't get it. It's so restricting. It's like, dude, For Honor, but you can only use 1 or 2 moves on every hero. Yay. Like, what are we doing? Can't they, like... I don't know. Maybe change some animations, change Parry Flash, change the way Parry Flash works, change parry input, something, man. Just do something that... Should light attacks even be light parries? Because, like, what's the fun of throwing a light attack if all it's gonna do at high level is get parried and make you eat 27 damage? Didn't see the beginning of the stream. Does she even have a deflect at least? Yeah. Dude, Ghost the Wisecracker. I think I've told you this before. I literally have your profile picture right in front of me as a shirt. It's a cool image. Add Soul of Cinder to For Honor.
But in the meantime, maybe some players to keep an eye on, you know, if they're streaming, if you run into them in matchmaking. I'm sorry in advance, but, you know, players like Blitz, Bingalations, Totemine, Bean, Ewop, Jarl, Kaled, all incredible players. Take notes, honestly. If you're looking to grind and get better at ones, these are the guys.
Nice. Incredible.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much
Dude,
it.
if you want to get better
Awesome.
at ones, these are the
Well, cool.
guys
Well,
that,
thanks
like,
so much, Anthony. I always love to see.
they're
like,
gonna teach you how to spam one move that
really
isn't
excited to see the
reactable
next round
to
of this. So,
the competitive community.
So Warriors, keep an eye out for that. Make sure you sign up, participate. It's gonna be so much fun. So really excited for all the amazing competition. And folks, don't go anywhere because coming up next, we're bringing JC back to the couch.
How the fuck is
to
the
talk about
reactability
balancing.
problem still prominent in 2026? 10 years of attacks being reactable. Alright, let's get to the actual patch notes. Oh, never mind, they're playing the stupid song. Alright, well, guess our bingo didn't go very far. It's not even a bingo. Just a wish list. Well, that's a bit of a disappointment. Do we have a patch note wish list? Anybody? I sure do. Okay, so the one thing I want them to make is like at least Duran's side dodge. Make the normal one enhanced like it used to be, and then the unblockable one, either make it unfaintable or don't make it unblockable anymore. That's the only thing they need to do. And the character would be fixed right there and then. It's not even that he's too powerful anymore. It's not even that. He's just so fucking weird. Because they keep trying to make those side unblockables stay for no reason.
Why am I here when it's the time to talk about patch
It's
notes,
because
eh?
you're awesome, Raph.
You guys hear this
Oh,
one?
thank you. I have
that
to
was
say
something.
something before we start. Yeah. This is, I must be like my 20th Warriors Den, but it's the first time that I'm sitting next to GC.
Oh, wow.
So I feel promoted today.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
so happy. Can I like touch her
You
shoulder? or
can
something?
try. You can try. It's dangerous though. Yeah, that's what it is.
Just the power is gonna flow through you.
It's really tricky.
So in
Oh.
any case, why am I here?
Yes.
I'm
tell
here
us.
because we have
Yeah,
a
debuffs, yeah.
new narrative
Yeah.
feature in the game.
The end of
Narrative, you
rework.
say?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'd
my
like one.
It's
favorite.
actually a new menu, hero bio menu, and you can start a video, Max. Thank you. So, whether you have a hero or not, you will now be able to go into a new lore section, and in that lore section, you'll be able to read a sort of summary of what an archetype, the archetype of each hero is. What is a Black Prior? What is a Raider? What is a Arakure? What do they want? Why do they fight? How do they fight? So some heroes, 12 of them for now, also have a description of an individual character leading or being a representative of this archetype. So you have 12 for now. We will add more in coming seasons, but, and it is important, not in the next one. So for one seasons, we will not put updates, but it will come after that. And we intend to put as many as we believe is important. Yeah, so we hope this is part actually of a larger effort to bring more of our wide world and the large story of Ithmore into the game itself. For now, it has been accessible online. A lot of it is you needed to be there the season that it was told, or we have videos that describe what happened in that year or something like that. But there is nowhere that players can go and actually have references of everything that's happened or what do each warrior want. So now we're bringing more and more of it into the game. We started with small snippets with executions and emotes. We're gonna continue to do some of that when it feels right to do it, but now you have this new lore
Dude, can we
menu,
talk about the
and we'll
patch
keep
notes?
updating it. But not next season. Once again, it is really important to say that.
I know at least one content creator that is probably overly ecstatic right now if he's watching it live. Fell off his chair, something, I don't know. But I'm sure there's at least one person, but overall, reading about all our funny sword heroes and our funny sword game is awesome.
That is very cool.
Able to get access to all these things is just peak.
Yeah, it is part. It's strange how you maybe don't know exactly, but whenever we say, hey, personality here, or this element of the character is represented there, all of that is part of the background. So it's kind of narrative is kind of a connective tissue. It is not at the forefront, but it helps everybody else, and we all work together to create heroes. And this collective work is something I really want to praise for this special feature, because to do that has required a lot of work from a lot of people, and it ends up, this update ends up being by number of lines and number of words added, this ends up being the largest narrative update since launch.
Oh wow.
So yeah, quite a lot of work by many teams, and a big shout out to all of them.
Awesome. Well, super excited. I am excited to go in and read me some lore.
So going to Nusha,
I'm going to go to Nusha. And
Yeah, of course.
I'll stay there for a while. So.
But see, that's the thing, is like I not a lot of people know and understand that you and the narrative team are so important as to how we build heroes, how we do stuff, where we go. Look, dude, I gotta give you props. It's just we've been working together for a few years now, and it's amazing how, like, just getting the background and how we're thinking about things that comes from you and your team, it helps everybody else. Like on the design team, I know we use a lot of where they're going. We sit down with you.
Oh, what the fuck? You guys want to do something else in the meantime? I think I can close MS Paint. This didn't really go. I'll save this. This didn't really go anywhere. Arguably the worst Warriors then they made after Journ. I wouldn't say that. At least there's stuff in this Warriors then. Thank you, Slander. Yeah, I mean, it's like these guys are out here glazing the lore like it's worth anything. I know this is like terribly mean of me to say, but it's just the reality, man. It's just the reality. Like, you're not from software.
Yeah,
Maybe more about Arakure.
Yeah,
or
more
something
about
like that.
yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, but there's just no story. There's no story. There's nothing interesting to take from the lore of For Honor right now. Because there's just nothing. All right, whatever.
Varangian Guard. Is it you're here? Should I say Varangian or Varangian?
Didn't we say Varangian? Because it is, yes, it is.
I'm happy you're here because I can ask you then. It's great. So now I know it's Varangian.
So you're stalling yet again? That's what you were doing.
Okay, no, all right, great. So anyway, so we're kind of changing a little bit the hero so that we want to address some of the frustration that players have playing this hero. So first up, Sellsword's Valor, which is her side dodge lights. They had crushing counters. They had a little bit, like, their defense was a little bit different because we needed to make sure they could actually crush and counter. We just removed them, and now her dodge attacks are regular dodge attacks with the same timing as everything else. The reason why we did this is that actually landing those crushing counters on purpose is really, really, really tricky. And that's okay, right? Like, if we had, like, super high level execution stuff and timing,
it was just mostly luck-based, right?
Except when most of the time that it happens, it's not on purpose, and it's by accident, and it just ends up being super frustrating when you're playing against her. And so it's been one pain point of this hero for a while. So we're removing them, making her dodge attacks pretty regular.
Yeah, it's not
There's
like
no real
D&D
point in
where
having,
actually
like,
have
that
to
much more extra defense on her side dodges
try.
there. So we're gonna toning that down a little bit, so that it makes kind of a bit more sense. For Sellsword's Bounty, which is her front dodge attack, her light. So you can now do it from 200 ms to 500 ms instead of 1 to 5. So you might just go 100 ms. Who cares, right? The big difference here is that lengthens the period where she's vulnerable to guard breaks. And so you cannot, it's harder to stuff guard breaks when you can do it just a little bit later. It makes just enough of a difference that it's still super viable. It's still a great move. But then it's harder to use on reaction or, like, even on prediction to guard breaks. You have to do it, like, a little bit earlier. So it balances that out again. Because it's one of those things that if a lot of heroes don't have that kind of vulnerability, it becomes super hard to play against them. You have less options defensively, and you become a bit too oppressive.
Gotcha.
Of course.
Oathkeeper Spiral, which is the zone attack that she can do after she blocks somebody with her big shield. So the issue here is that initially we wanted it to not have too much forward movement because because of the way the axe works and all that kind of functions, if we ended up like making the trajectory and the hitboxes bigger, it created phantom hits. We try to avoid phantom hits as much as possible. We wanted to look as much as we can instead of weapon trajectories and stuff. But the problem is that there's not a lot of range. And if we gave her like too much forward movement, she would miss everybody around her. And the purpose of that move is to hit people around her. So it didn't quite make sense. But we've revisited it a bit and we made sure that she has just enough forward movement because what ended up happening really often is I'd block somebody, throw this attack, hit 2 people, miss my target. And so that's just kind of weird, right? It doesn't quite function as intended. So we made sure that she moves forward just enough to always hit the person she's locked onto, but still actually as much as possible hit people around her as well, so that it works good.
Okay.
The last thing that we did on Varangian Guard is we've reduced the ability, I'm going to read it because it's going to be complicated, the delay attacks the chains by 100 MS on every single attack that chains. So Light Heavy Opener, Allegiance, Charge, and Spiral, Hjalder, Holdkeeper, and Sellsword's Bounty and Valor. So it might sound like it looks like a nothing burger of a change. Right? But the big reason why we're doing this is that she has crushing counters on all of her lights in chains. And initially we had made that delay window super long to give players a chance to really time them properly and feel good using them. What ended up happening is because of that, she becomes borderline impossible to peel in group fights.
Yeah.
So because when you're blocking external, when you're doing stuff externally, you can, this is like secret tech, don't tell anybody except if you already know, you don't really know. when somebody's throwing an attack at you externally, right? So I'm here, I'm locked onto Raph, and you're here, you're throwing attacks at me. I can block you 2 different ways.
Right.
Either by blocking in the direction you are from, or blocking the actual stance of the attack. So if you're on my right and you throw a top attack, I can block top and block it, or I can block right and block it. Because I block both the direction you're coming from and the direction of the attack. So that's kind of why also it's kind of good to do like something like different sides so that it's a bit harder to block. But the thing is, this also applies to crushing counters and superior blocks. So you could often just like superior block.
Yeah. Can't they list what the move is instead of the random names it's assigned to? Yeah, because nobody is remembering what these names do. But these are good changes. I mean, as always, VG nerf is a positive on the universe, so I'll take it. I think that the VG player base is mostly dead since the enhanced lights got nerfed. So, whatever.
So, mostly nerfs, which I think some people are going to be happy with. So, Zephyr Slash, which is his side dodge lights. They're back to being enhanced, but their recovery can no longer be cancelled by a dodge in any situation. On hit, on block, and on miss.
Nice.
So, it's the treatment we gave Pirate a little while ago. That worked super
Dude,
well.
This shit on Orochi
and so we're
made
applying
it
it to Orochi.
borderline impossible to deal with if you didn't have an undodgeable or like a quick roll cast.
Warlord, right?
Warlord, yeah, Warlord, of course. We're gonna nerf Warlord.
So like if I'm a Highlander and I'm trying to get to an Orochi in a team fight, there's literally nothing I can do if he just kept dodge
being able to
canceling
dodge
like this.
cancel it, even on hit, proved to be a little bit too strong. You're still able to zip around too much on the battlefield, being really defensive. So we're toning it down so that it's purely a one-shot defensive move. You're gonna do it once, and that's gonna be it. Yeah, you can do it if it lands. You go into like a combo light and do it again, but you have to commit just a little bit more time so you can actually get peeled and get that stuff happening. So then we adjusted his zone attack as well. So we adjusted a trajectory to have a little bit less reach on the left and front sides, because again it caused a bit of phantom hits, but it was super strong. The cable is bugging.
Okay.
Yeah. So it ended up being a bit too strong in group fights because it would hit just outside, just a little bit too much. So
What's
by lowering
Windgust?
this, just
Oh,
a tad,
Windgust is
we're able to. It functions a lot better.
Windgust is the deflect, isn't it? So like he's gonna actually have to deflect on heavy instead of, you know, just getting like free deflects accidentally because it's on light input. This is amazing.
Way just a bit too much to be able to effectively counterattack me. So by lowering it enough, you're gonna still stay close, and you have less forward movement. You have to move a little bit less to be able to punish me and do what I need to do. We've also changing the input for Wind Gust, which is deflect attack.
Dude,
it's now on
is
heavy.
Orochi going to be
I know people
like
are going,
a fully
no, we're not going to do the old animation.
balanced character?
But essentially, like, we're putting on heavy because
After
Orochi
this?
is one of the few heroes left. Like, unfortunately, Shinobi has it because it's on guard break and we don't want to do it. That can just dodge and hit a single button and get both the dodge attack or the deflect. That's an actual option select. People use option selects in a lot of wrong ways. This is the right way. It's one input that does
Finally.
multiple outcomes.
So
depending
after
on
this,
the
is
situation.
Orochi just going to be
The
like
game selects which option is going
perfectly
to-
balanced
That's where the
while
wording
being
comes
fun
from.
and strong?
So that's an actual option select. So by putting it onto heavy, you as a player actually
like,
have
what
to
else
go,
does
I
Orochi
deflect
have
it,
that's, like,
I have
broken
to hit heavy
after this?
and not just I dodge attack. And if I'm lucky, I'm going to get a deflect. Otherwise, I get my dodge attack.
It feels
So
like he's just
we're
gonna be
switching it.
fair
We're
now.
doing that for pretty much every single hero. Again, like on Shinobi, it's a bit harder because it's both a kick and some weird teleport that he does. And it doesn't feel quite right to have that teleport attack
What
on a
if
light
you
or
could
on a
just
heavy.
hold it,
So
though?
we're gonna
You
try
can
to
now
figure
hold the
things
heavy
out.
deflect.
But right now, at least for
And it
Orochi,
becomes
this
like the
up.
powerful version.
Finally, we're also nerfing Kunai, which I'm sure people have already rejoiced because they saw this. So Kunai is really, really good. It's a projectile feat, so already it's frustrating. You can do it from off screen. Nobody kind of sees it going. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's enough to be annoying. It pushes you into a bit of a hit stun, so it's kind of annoying. So what we're doing now is we've doubled the cooldown. So now instead of being 30 seconds, it's 60 seconds. We've also upped the damage to compensate, right? So it does 20 instead of 15. So it kind of, you're going to use it once per fight. About 60 seconds is about the length of a single fight. So by doing this, you can use it once per fight.
Nice.
It's still good, but it's not
Dude,
twice
the
per fight,
recovery is
because
up by
otherwise people
500 ms.
forget.
Okay, so
Um,
just listen. This recovery being 500 ms instead of 200 is huge because back then what Orochi used to be able to do is like he throws a kunai, you dodge attack it, and then the Orochi punishes your dodge attack because he can just like, dodge out of the way or, punish your punish if he literally throws kunai at point blank, right? Which is super fucking unfair because like he punishes you for dodging kunai at point blank, like crazy. So yeah, kunai is saved. Actually, fair feat now.
And so, kind of, if you look at it as kind of a damage per minute type of thing, it used to deal 30 damage per minute, right? If you use it on cooldown and everything.
Yeah.
Now it does 20 damage a minute, so it's a bit nerfed. But we tried to compensate for things a little bit so that it doesn't feel as bad to throw a 15 damage projectile every minute that does, So we're trying to like adjust things and have a bit of compensation where it's needed.
Makes sense. All right.
Next slide. Who's up next? Jurin.
Jurin.
Raph, did you tell me I could nerf Jurin?
Damn.
Let me look into the lore.
let's see it.
You're
Okay.
choosing this. Please don't put it on me.
All right.
buffing,
Insane
right?
patch
we're
notes,
buffing-
actually?
we're
Yes,
buffing
yes.
Jurin, no. So I've seen people in chat demand that we nerf Jurin, so we're gonna nerf Jurin. That's great.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how I go. That's
how
only
we
how
make
it goes.
decisions,
Yeah, that's
right?
how I make decisions, right? There's a bit of a typo here. It still says sea lions pounce, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. So it's fine. So basically, right now, what we've done, right, is address a couple of pain points on Jurin. We have more changes coming next to you as well, but we wanted to push these now because
What's
they
Lion's
are
Fury?
like some of the bigger pain points. So first up is his side dodge attacks, right? Side dodge heavy. So
All right, please.
as you know, as everybody knows here, and probably everybody looking, Jurin has tap
Oh, they're
and
gonna
hold
make-
mechanics.
Right.
Depending on if you
Is the
tap it or if you're
unblockable?
holding the attack, it does different things. The issue that we have right now is that when you do a side dodge attack, you can either tap it or hold it. Yay! If you hold it, you go into a much slower attack that becomes unblockable, doesn't chain, so there's a bit of a drawback. But the issue that it causes is if you're fighting Jurin and he's doing a side dodge attack, you kind of know with everybody, you have to decide, are they going to do a dodge attack or not? And you go, do I go into feint to guard break or feint to parry? With Jurin, it's feint to guard break or feint to parry. But if you miss one, you're in massive trouble. Because if you try to go I tried to parry and they did the extended dodge version, so the held version, they would punish you. So it created like an extra layer of reads on top of everything else. Now, previously,
Okay, so hold
we kind of
on.
made it so that
But is the
the
unblockable,
tap
which has a
version is little bit
massive
slower,
hitbox,
but
being
also
600
no
ms now,
longer enhanced
not going to
on it.
be
So you could block
really
it and it would
powerful?
bounce back,
Because it's
and we
just a
made sure that you
huge
could be
unblockable
punished
hitbox
for
at
that.
600
If
ms.
you blocked it, you got a free guard break on the opponent every single time. So that kind of works, but it still does not fully address the issue of he has a choice between a relatively fast dodge attack that, yes, has some risks, or a super long one that can be feinted, that's unblockable, all that stuff. So what we're doing is we're normalizing them. So the held version now is 600 ms, just like the tap one. It counts as a light parry, just like a light one. You cannot feint it anymore. It deals 16 damage instead of like 20 plus. It has standard dodge timings, right? So as the other ones, it's vulnerable to guard break from 0 to 200 instead of 0 to 533. The hit and block recoveries are 700, and interrupt block recovery is 700 as well. Interrupt block on this case isn't really going to happen much, but it's still there, depending what can typically happen. But it actually is interesting because something that's missing here, which is really interesting, is that it is no longer unblockable. So if you are Jern and you were relying on those like side dodge unblockables to hit a bunch of people or to pressure somebody in a win-win scenario, you can no longer do that. If you're playing against Jern, every single time he does a dodge, if you read that he's going to dodge attack, you get a parry every single time on the same timing, and you can punish him very effectively. So we're removing that layer of reads. There is still the I'm going to hold dodge to get the block, but feint to GB beats that and empty dodge. So we're back to more normal options in here. You don't have to make a double read. And then if he does a held one, then you have to read, is he going to feint or let it go and all that sort of stuff. So it's really a big nerf to that attack specifically. I know it's something that's been requested for a while. We took our time to do it because we wanted to be 100% sure what can we do. Yeah. And we tried other things. We got a suggestion from some of our players when he came to the studio last week and stuff to try some things out. And one of their suggestions was, hey, why don't you make the held version way longer, like much slower, make it still unblockable, so that as a player I can go, hey, they're gonna do a side dodge, I'm gonna try to parry the tapped version, and if that fails because they hold it, then I can feint my heavy and then figure out the other thing afterwards. There's two issues with this. First of all, feinting a parry is a bit easier when your heavies are super slow because you have a much wider window. If you're like Glad or like people that have like 700 ms heavies, the timing is super tight. It's really hard. Then on top of it, you have to manually delay it. It's trickier to do for most people. You kind of have to go, oh, I'm throwing it. Then the window to delay your feint is tight. And the other problem is that if not a lot of people know this, and it might be why sometimes I see videos on Reddit of people going, hey, I parried, and it went through my parry or went through my block or whatever. And sometimes it's because if you press cancel, so the B button or whatever it is on keyboard or mouse and keyboard, when you parry, during the start of that parry animation, it disables the parry. So because we wanted to avoid the option select of, hey, every time I parry, I press heavy and cancel at the same time. And then if it's a parry, I parry. If it's not, I do a heavy feint, right? So because of this, there's that input that's there. So it complicates things even further. And on top of this is that attack is frustrating at high level, but it's also frustrating at medium and low level. And we don't want to force that burden that is extremely difficult to lower the frustration only on top level, and then the rest of the players just go, you know what, we don't care about you, which is not the case. We love everybody.
We do.
But our players are really important, so we want to make sure that kind of fits. The second part of this on the tapped version is it's back to be enhanced. The recoveries are now normal, so you don't get a free guard break whenever it gets blocked. So they're really equalized, so that works kind of well there. Yeah. So that's page one, because you see one of two.
That's right.
Is there a second page?
No, I'm good. I'm just waiting for JC to move on to the next slide.
Narrative, you write.
There's just nothing else I can say.
One of two, does it mean that there are like many pages?
It means that maybe, or maybe there's two.
maybe
I don't know. I'm relying on you, on your expertise.
I write. I don't do maths. Man.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So
You do letters, not numbers. That is
yes,
the
I
thing.
guess.
Yeah.
Well, let's look. All right.
Oh, two.
Oh shit.
Second page.
It was a good call. It was a good
Yes.
call.
So Defiant Swipe. So do you know what Defiant Swipe is, Nolan?
It's
Uh,
the
Matthew
held
wrote it to
light.
you.
Yeah, okay. I believe that is his neutral hold light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Bingo. So essentially, so
rehearsed.
yeah,
We
yeah,
rehearsed.
we rehearsed. So clearly, everybody
I would
knows
not have
this.
known otherwise.
Nolan had to go and put
Well,
create tasks for people
okay.
to do this, so he
Yeah,
kind of knows.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But essentially, the problem that we have with this move, having armor
Mhm.
in neutral, is that
Okay, we know the
can-
problem. It's that it's fucking used for option selects. Like, no, I just don't want to deal with this fucking mix up, so I just do held light. And like, okay, I get it. That was really powerful. I kind of liked how some of the interactions would go when you did that, because then you'd go into full block stance to recovery cancel out of your. Let's just say it was fun. It was also kind of unfair. Just him having too many options to deal with shit. It being enhanced and having no follow-ups, I just don't see the point in it now. Because like, dude, awesome, you get an enhanced light, which the whole point is to, continue with your offense into something else. But because it's a held move, it changes onto nothing. Like, what?
So it's still usable, right? The important thing with enhance is that, and it's a bit of a technicality, but when you throw an attack that is blocked, that gets interrupt blocked, so you kind of bounce back, you know, it's super dangerous, especially when you're outnumbered, because the entire time that you're bouncing back, you're vulnerable to guard breaks. This is a lot of source of damage in a lot of different situations where it's really, really, really dangerous. And sometimes it's why you don't want to throw out lights. Sometimes it's why some heroes are better in group fights because their lights are enhanced on external targets. Sometimes they aren't, depending on the hero. So it makes it more dangerous to throw lights. So it being enhanced means you can kind of throw it to kind of do
I
a
might want to
quicker
try
interrupt
Jaren
in a
after
group
this.
fight with less risk. So there's still a purpose for it. It's smaller in scope, but it's still there. The other thing is that we fixed an issue, a very, very important issue that's tricky. And so for that, I have to explain again a little bit on the technical side to go how it functions. When you are, let's say I'm locked onto you, right? Actually, no, I'm locked onto somebody imaginary in front of me.
You're
right?
locked on the stream, yeah.
And you're both on the same side. Whenever you throw attacks, the game kind of decides which indicator to show by determining which is the next one that will land on you. So this is why sometimes if somebody is on the side and throws a light, and the other person is a Hitoki, for example, right, and that's charging it top heavy.
Yeah, I just don't see much of a point into the, oh, hey, it's the Windows watermark showing up. Awesome. So, like, I just don't get that 600 ms. Like, what's the use going to be now? What's the utility on it now? What's the point? Maybe if it did like heavy hit stun or something, maybe that could be cool. But why the quality just went to shit? Anyway. So I just don't know what they're going. I want to try the move. I just don't know what the point is. Enhanced light that. Like, when are you realistically going to be using this enhanced light? If you're in a duel. You pop this enhanced light, gets parried, you eat a light parry. I just don't know.
The exact same treatment that we gave to Zephyr Strike on Orochi. Side dodge lights are
Okay, same
enhanced.
thing on Zerg.
Be
Awesome.
canceled by dodge. Same reasoning as with Orochi. Works really well. And Zerg kind of needs this. They need to be enhanced. Because if they're not enhanced, it's a lot harder to use in team fights as well. So being enhanced makes a lot more sense. The other thing is we fixed a bit of an issue that we had where, because of the way like the hero is built, if you did spin chop and it puts you out of stamina, if you buffered an attack afterwards, you would go into your regular chain even if you were out of stamina. That was a bit of a problem, so we fixed that issue, which means that you can when you miss, you chain from 3 to 3 MS instead of from 0 MS. It's a small change, but it makes a bit of a difference here. It's a bit of a bug that we were able to fix. That feels good.
Nice.
JJ. So Zhang Zheng is kind of a weird thing where if you did, actually right now on live, you can go test it out. You know, boot up the game and go test it out. We need the numbers.
Yeah.
So if you're playing Zhang Zheng, you do front dodge light, right? It's always going to come from top.
Yeah.
And at 300 MS right now. But go and try this. I dare everybody now to go and try this. You do front dodge, switch stance to left or right, and then press light at the same timing as you would do from the top. And see what happens. Spoiler alert,
That's so
nothing.
random.
The input gets fully eaten because there was only a check to do a top light from front dodge, even though you can switch your stance. So by what we did is, because you can switch your stance, you can now do a side hit as well at the same timing at 3 to 900. It'll give him a bit more options as well when you front dodge, maybe hit somebody. you
At
do that
least
sort of
good for
stuff.
ganks.
So it's interesting. It's a very, very, very small buff, but it's still pretty interesting. It's more for almost for input comfort than anything. So that's really, really good.
Awesome.
Then another page.
Whoa.
Nerfs to Sohei.
What?
Yeah, so Sohei is overperforming a little bit. There's a lot of good
Yeah,
stuff.
honestly, I
It's great.
agree with this.
I'm really happy that Sohei is a lot more playable. There's still some issues lingering, but
I
it's
low-key
way, way, way
agree.
better. Much better shape. And too much better of a shape. That doesn't really mean anything, but it's okay. So we're nerfing is tier 1 and tier 3 feats. So they're both going down. The damage, the defense debuff and the damage buff are both going down by 5%. So when you have both active, you no longer deal 50% extra damage, you deal 40% extra damage.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on it. If it's still too strong, there's other avenues we can do. We can like lower cooldowns or mess with sort of stuff. But we'll see how that pans out. And then if it's not enough, we'll keep going. We'll keep nerfing. I'd much rather take the slow and steady approach that doesn't nuke characters from orbit as if you're a bug-infested planet or something, than just going, you know what, we're going to do like a little bit, and then if it makes
Dude,
sense,
I
good.
agree. It's just that when these slow updates happen every 4 months, it gets to a point. Okay, and Lawbringer, bug fix, whatever. Yeah, I mean, good patch notes. Just straight up good patch notes. I don't disagree with any of them. A lot of bug fixes. Jurin, I'm gonna have to see how that new dodge attack plays, because a 600 MS unblockable wide hitbox dodge attack sounds crazy. But we'll see. They've gotten pretty good at patch notes lately. Pretty, substantial and mostly good. I'll give them that. So, yeah. Let's go to... Okay, so I want to go back and see the moveset of the new character. How do I do that? How do I do that? Good character and pretty good patch notes. Yeah, I mean, I'm just... The new character, I'm just disillusioned a little bit. I really like certain parts of it, but I don't like other parts. How do I go back on Twitch? JC said the unblockable is gone on dodge heavy. Was that in the patch note? Open the stream on the video tab of their Twitch channel. Twitch channel. Clips. Videos? This one. Okay, so. It doesn't need to be 1080p. Yeah, here we are. So we got a. Can I put this in 2x speed or something? I just want to get to the good stuff. Okay, so that's the. All right, can I just put this on a lower quality so I can like skip faster? Oh, speed, yeah. 175 quality. Make that 720. So are all the lights enhanced except for neutral and what? Dude, this annoys me so much. Why they have to block the damage? The damage board. Okay, so that's a heavy. Normal lights, normal heavies on neutral. Let's make that 2x speed because I'm fucking ADHD. What do we got? Chain heavies don't have anything special. Chain lights are enhanced. Okay, this I like. I think neutral lights should be enhanced, straight up. Whatever. That's the zone. It's just the zone. Okay. Is she listening to music or something? What's going on? Then she has the double taps. Okay, so you can choose between double tap light or enhanced chain light. Or you can choose to go into a bash. Now, is the bash faintable? Because it seems a little slow. She's so fucking annoying, it's crazy. So dodge for the bash, that's a nut kick. Does that deal damage on its own? Yeah, right? That move should straight up deal more damage to men. Straight up. Yeah, blue, dodge for light for whatever the fuck reason. Boring. I hate mobility. I hate mobility-based heroes. Nobody will dodge in my... if I can allow it. So tutum, pow pow, pow pow. And then you can like keep chaining infinitely. Is that right? You can just keep chaining infinitely with chain. And like the heavies are... yeah. Does she have an infinite chain light, or is it light, light, heavy, heavy, and then you can continue if you do the double tap? They're too afraid to show the damage numbers. You know it's gonna be 30 plus. Dodge cancels on finishers. Was that what they said? Okay. Restriction on dodge cancels. That's pretty good. I'd like to have a unique dodge, but whatever. So I'm gonna assume that this kick is just unreactable, right? Is that supposed to be like a backstep light? Yeah, so I don't get the moveset. I don't get it. So like that's a finisher. So she got an orange-blue mix-up for a finisher. And then enhanced lights and... Yeah. Yeah. I want to see the damage numbers. I hope... That should have been the chain finisher that deals a bunch of damage, you know? It's like on Garbreak, you just get that. I mean, I guess it deals damage if you get a wall splat. That looks so funny, sped up. Alright, I've seen enough. You know the video, the review video is coming pretty soon, at least the first impressions one. I'll have to rewatch this footage a bunch of times. I don't know. It's just like the way she fights is boring, but then she's got a cool gimmick. But the final effects of the gimmick is just hyper armor. And then red. Like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what to feel, man. I just feel so mixed on this. It's... Yeah. I think I'm gonna end it now. What do you think the last well-made DLC character was? I mean, a lot of the good ones are the latest ones. I want to say... Jurn after this patch note, maybe. Virtuosa after her heavy attacks became GB punishable. Katoon was always great. Sohei was really cool, even if he was weak at first. Because, like, cool design and cool gimmick. Sohei basically became, like, good. Damn. Sohei basically became good when they made the normal spear attacks deal normal damage. And what else? Oh yeah, being able to do light into heavy and heavy into light. So I'd say all the recent ones were good, save for VG. Shit, did VG came out after Sohei? No. No, right? It's Jurn, Virtuosa, Sohei, Katoon. Anyway, these last four were pretty cool. Yeah, thanks for stream. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it. This was the first character we've been wanting for a decade. Oh, that Fist character. Yeah. I mean... Can I go to, like, videos? Playlists. Yeah. I don't know. I think I still prefer my version, even though it's pretty half-baked. So we got the, like, kick, zone, big uppercut. Actually enhanced lights on neutral. Got the, like, yeah, we even got the multi-hit GB. Even though it's not as cool. Oh yeah, we got the palm strike that's like a push and deals damage. I guess this achieves the same effect as the one we've been shown. But yeah, my version is lamer because she gets like cool animations. Big ass uppercut. Yeah, we got the guard break / dodge specialist. You got the double dodge. That's like a ducking. Yeah, we even got the deflect. That's the knee. And stuns. Even though it doesn't deal much damage. Because, like, you get the stun. What's this? Oh yeah, the fucking grab. The fucking judo throw. Type shit. Man, this shit is so corny. Emotes. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the new gimmick that they gave to her. I'll say that much. So yeah, that'll be it. Really sad she has this bunk shit style to it. Dude, I know. It's not For Honor at all. Well, thank you guys for coming.